Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4 Archon Prophecy. For our first playthrough of the series, I asked which version of Gaius, Julius, Mento you would like to see, and the victor was the Architect of Order, the Humanity playthrough. That's the one I did on brutal difficulty, and I still remember it being brutal. But before we hop in and begin the concocting, because I cooked really hard for this, that's why I'm a little late, sorry. There are new rewards in the Pantheon, and they've kind of added a new type of reward as well. So the new rewards are over here on the right. I had enough points for 7 of them. We of course have some icons, Constellation, the Crusader, Cosmos Banner, and then we have infusions. So the infusions I was able to pick up was I got Greater Farsight. I don't know, I felt it was more useful than Fearless. I got Bless, which can be put on a staff or a wand. Which Bless is this? This is the good Bless. Nice. Then I got Mirror Veil, because we're going to be doing some frontline shenanigans, so hopefully we can reflect some elemental damage back. But there's also an Inner Grace thing, which I didn't get. There is one new society, well, technically there's 4 new society traits, but the new society trait in the tree is the Astrological Diviners. I don't know how I feel about this. It's basically every 10th turn, your units gained aligned stars, which is increased critical hit chance by 100%, just for the 10th turn. Non-hero units raised or summoned during this 10th turn permanently gain Born under the stars for 20% increased critical hit damage, and city structures and special province improvements completed on the 10th turn gain 100, or grant 100 knowledge. I'm not the type of player that I think can play around with this, but I mean, if people want to see it, we could give it a try. There's the Innate Spelljammer infusion, which I think is going to be like the strongest, probably. There's Overcharge, which is like the Wizard King thing. There's an Archon Helmet, and then there is the Golden Gautier Crown. They also added some Giant King stuff. These are basically from the new Titan models, which we will see in this playthrough. So like the good Titan armor and helmet, and then the evil, the undead Titan armor and helmet. Voila! You're all caught up
your destination
with the new stuff. So, for this playthrough, we're of course going to have 9 players, and it's going to be a very large map because the island of Avalon is besieged by many, many forces, torn asunder by many, many faiths. And I did say an island, and Avalon is an island. However, it's not islands. It's like a big ol' island. So I don't think islands makes the most sense. Maybe Pangea kind of makes sense, but I don't really like Pangea. So we're instead going to go with the best one, which is already on continents. That's why it's the best. It's default. There's a new climate trait, the Blessed Fields. This makes it so that ashlands are absent, sandstone and ice are rare, grasslands are common, and blessed handcrafted regions are common. This is a new province feature, which grants serene aura can be felt in the surrounding terrain, and cities annexing this province gain +5 stability. I believe, don't quote me on this, that all of the blessed regions are contained in handcrafted regions, which, by the way, I am using a new mod that adds in some custom regions. There are actually quite a few now that add mods that add in a chance to add in handcrafted regions. I chose the one that had Oathwad in it, so I was scared of that. I'm debating doing Celestial Grounds. I think this could be fun, but I also think it's kind of inappropriate. I'm not sure, so we'll leave it alone. As for our miscellaneous traits, we are going to have a Wondrous Pass. I'm getting a phone call, but I don't think it's important. The Toll of Seasons. We will turn our happening intensity up to high, because Avalon is in turmoil, but I'm going to make sure the Toll of Seasons happens, because it's the Fae attacking us. I don't think I'm going to mess with the free city modifiers at all. We don't care about the Crystal Dwelling. There are crystals in Avalon, but they belong to a certain race of chaos. And we'll go for Unbound Tomes. I have a tome path in mind that doesn't require this, but once we're done with our up to tier 5, we can start grabbing the good stuff, because I might need it. Do I grab anything else? I don't think I do. I think we're chilling. I suppose we could do the Legends of Meridia. Avalon is an ancient land. That could be fun. I think we'll leave it alone, though. Because there is something very, very special about this new playthrough. Well, this new patch, I suppose. The Griffin update, massive though it is. They've changed a lot. They've added advanced settings for the AI, which, again, part of it took me forever. But also, they've changed how difficulty works. There's the basic difficulties that you are all familiar with. Then there's combat AI, and this is how the AI behaves in combat. There's forgiving, where they're kind of more careless and they don't really kill focus down units. There's challenging, which is the AI will try to use optimal positioning and focus on killing units. And there's challenging plus, which is the same thing, but they also get a 20% bonus to damage and damage reduction. So we're going to be on challenging for the combat AI. And then there is, I don't know what they call this. It's called settings. Instead of the handicap feature that was in place, there is now the settings. And the way this works is you can give the AI strategic starting bonuses. So you have some predefined tiers like small, large, and medium. If we go large, they start with 2 are these 2 extra starting cities? I think they are. 2 unlocked tomes, 2 extra ones, and 2 starting heroes, and their leader level is 5. So, for this character, bonus points if you can guess who this is, we are gonna start, maybe, we'll give her, give them a tome, we'll give them 2 heroes, and level 8. Just for funsies, get that extra point there. A powerful opponent she will be. So I'm going to go through a whole bunch of this and change their settings. In fact, I'm going to keep a notepad about it, just so I remember when we meet them, hopefully, because this will be an extra long episode because of my tardiness. I do apologize again, but it happens and happens. I'm going to keep the world threat on normal because I like it that way. Happening intensity will be high, so a whole bunch of YOLO stuff can happen. Challenging for all the combat AI, no big deal, and we'll just let everything spawn. Avalon is kind of controlled in what can and cannot enter, but we're just going to say the veil's been torn so anything can make its way. Anything can make its way in. Starting conditions easy, default this, normal that. We will allow all this stuff. Slow score victory, sure. We'll allow everything here. Cool. I think this is all the same as well. We're going to go with it. So, Gaius Julius Mento. Who is he?
Starts here.
Well, before I tell you that, in the Griffin update, there was a patch note that talked about altering how this filter worked to future-proof the system. I told you, Age of Wonders 4 is never going to die. And Season 3 was confirmed, so that's all well and fun. We are going to filter by culture. It does look a little bugged because it's not tracking, but that's okay. The Architect. This is what we are. And future Fabe is going to do me a favor and block the other person on this list. So Gaius Julius Mento is the protagonist of King Arthur Legion 9, which is the spin-off of King Arthur Knight's Tale. We'll encounter characters from both. Don't you worry. Future Fabe is going to do me a big deal, big favor, and hover over the spoiler. And I'm going to edit him, not selected. Okay, so in Nova Roma, Gaius Julius makes his way there, where he finds a Roman colony in Avalon. That, of course, is a colony of humans. So we will be safeguarding humans who have Inner Radiance. This is the new version of the weakest type of resistance and then deal damage back to people. Bulwark, plus defense, plus resistance in defense mode, and Hardy for plus 8 HP. Now, there is a new feature called Flaws. These basically give you a negative trait of some kind. Apparently, vulnerability to magic is like the worst one, I've heard. And that gives you an extra point to spend on traits. So you can get 2, 3 cost traits, like Athletics, which is very popular and good. I don't know, something else. Energy Stench, there you go. We will not be doing any of that because the entire point of Legion 9 is that we are like an elite faction. Even though we're leading basic Romans, Roman military is, of course, infamous. I don't get to follow my actual path, huh? Interesting. We have, of course, the Architect culture. The Architect culture is the new culture. And unlike every other culture, they get to pick which affinity they are dedicated to. We are the Architects of Order. So we're going to start with 2 order points, and that will play into our affinity Incarnate once we get around it. a bunch of bonus production because we build monuments that cost a whole bunch of production. We are devotees of good. We are on the path of humanity. And we'll be taking the Vision of Promise. This is a new type of society trait. There are 3 of them: Destiny, Promise, and Ruin. And this basically gives us a... I believe this one is a mid-game goal. Could be an early game goal. Not sure. I don't remember. No one remembers Vision of Ruin is late game. This gives us a goal in-game. We get to choose whether we are Order, which is what we will be, Materium, or Nature. Because we're going for the Promise of Order, the Promise is a land that must be conquered. Of course, the Romans were infamous for their conquering. You will gain a powerful throne city upon completion, and +1 affinity based on the chosen interpretation. So it doesn't give us affinity right now, but once we pick it at the start of the campaign, we'll get the affinity that
choose your first
we
tome of
choose.
magic.
We're going to go for the Tome of Faith. There's a new trick here, and that is the Summon Lesser Light Spirits. One of the characters in Legion 9 can actually summon something like this, so that's what we're going to go for. There is no new tome at tier 1, but there is at tier 2, 3, and 4. We'll be going for 3 of the 4 new ones. Gaius Julius Mento is a champion. Please don't be a human. Please don't be a human.
Reveal yourself.
Okay, had to fix that right quick. Gaius Julius Mento and some of the characters who came with him are ancients. They are demons of Tartarus. Well, they were humans and then they became demons of Tartarus. So, even though we are leading a human spirit colony of Rome, Gaius Julius Mento is not. So, this, I don't remember what mod this is. I definitely should have checked that. But there's a mod that lets you basically play your champions as if they are Wizard Kings, where they can be any physical form. And that I'll mention that again later. So that's why I can switch to an ancient, even though I am leading humans as a champion. And this is what Gaius Julius is. All bunch of new architects, champion clothes. Looking pretty. Looking pretty. He has like a jaw. It looks like this, that's flesh. So he's decided to cover it since he is, in fact, leading humans. He doesn't want them to be scared, you know, of his hideous appearance. Unfortunately, there is a bug. This is probably from my mods, where the displays aren't really working. So that made creating things fun. Start clicking at random. We have the new banner here for Order. I believe they add one for every affinity. They did. Okay, that helps out. I wanted like the SPQR Falcon Eagle thingy, but I don't think that's in here. So, a shame. Proper shame. We are the new Battle Sync class. This is part of the DLC, and it's not really what Gaius was, but the closest thing is Ranger because he dual wields Gladiuses, but he wasn't really a Ranger either. So we're just going to pretend that he's the Battle Saint now with the power of Order, and he'll be using the short spear and shield, which is a new weapon type, just because. Here we are. There are no mounts for this sculpture. I think you have to go... I don't know who's an optional cavalry and who's not, but we won't be mounted in this particular way there. All right. I believe you're all caught up. He looks beautiful.
Your journey begins.
So here's where I took forever. There's a new advanced setting. And in this setting, you can change a few things about the factions, both for you and for the AI. One such thing is you can pre-create city names. So whenever we establish or take over a city, it will automatically be renamed going down the list. So the first city we establish will be the Temple of Vesta. We, of course, have Vesta's Virgin, the Vestal Virgin, as one of our allies. So it makes sense that she's there. Campus Martius, which is the Camp of Mars, the Nova Pantheon, Vulcanal, Nymphaeum. You get the point. Then there are heroes. And this is what really took a bunch of time. We have the 4 that joined Gaius Julius, and let me show you how this works. So, you get a hero, and the strongest part about this is that you can choose their ambition, and you can choose their governorship. This is incredibly powerful, because you can just make everyone a steward. Or, I don't know, something like, let's have prospector, because we have the prospecting governor. We'll be a prospector too. Look at that. Voila. We'll make him very expensive. This will be our final hero. And it's not a lady. This is going to be, what we call him, Sir Biggest Dickus. That's right, the legendary Biggest Dickus of Rome. You can give them a little biography, which I've done for all the characters that I've created, including the heroes, yes. And Biggest Dickus, a patrician of Rome, has only one feature. He misses his beloved wife how do I spell this? Incontinentia buttocks. If you know this reference, you're G. And then, of course, you can just make all their stuff. It is, I believe it's the mod that lets champions be any physical form that lets you modify this as well. Otherwise, you are stuck to the race of your culture. Maybe they'll change that one day. I believe that's how it works without the mods, which, of course, you can find a list in the description of all of the mods. Biggest Dickus as a patrician is probably like a warlock sort of thing. He'll be our only warlock. We'll get him super late. And yeah, go from there. Warlocks are typically at least neutral, if not evil, but I believe in D&D now there's like good ones, right? Like celestial pacts and stuff. We'll go with something like that. And we're going to go with the Staff of Fire. Let me just cook them up real quick. And here is the patrician Biggest Dickus. That's kind of what I did. I went through for all the characters and made them up. Now lastly is the Tome path. This does nothing for you, but the AI control characters, you can set up the exact tome path they're going to follow instead of whatever their weird personality thing dictates. And I also use this to cook up my own scheme. And you can just, add whatever you want. You can even be cheeky and give everyone like tier 2 tomes and stuff, even though, again, if you just spammed all the tier 1 stuff, it wouldn't really help you, but that trick is long gone. But yeah, you can set up the path for the AI. So all of our opponents today have a dedicated path. All of them have dedicated city names. All of them have dedicated heroes. It was a pain. But I did it because I promised I would. Actually, there's one that doesn't have any dedicated heroes, and there's a very good reason. But that is almost everything. One more thing I forgot. The architect culture is special in that it also has metal accent colors. I don't know how much this affects or doesn't affect, but as you can see, some things changed here. Cool, they have 2 colors. I hope they kind of expand on this in the future. But for now, should this be a slightly different bronze color? Looks kind of cool. That looks kind of good. All right, I like it. But for now, we head into Avalon. Welcome to Avalon. Nova Roma. Hey, look, it's on a coastline, just like it is in the game. Nice. So we are starting with Conjure Elemental. Ooh, this is a great architect spell that lets us summon a lesser elemental based on our Empire Summon affinity, which ironically is going to be the same as the elemental we can summon from our Tome, but at least we can do one of these already. And Resilient Incarnation, friendliness of 1 hex radius for 1 turn, gain +1 defense, +1 resistance, and an additional 1 defense and 1 resistance per stack of Affinity Incarnate. The Vision of Promise. This is going to be great thumbnail material. This realm breathes a scent of fate that affects you. It does not take long before you succumb to a dream. You stand amid unfinished foundations of clay at dawn, familiar and safe. Heath surrounds you with only 2 landmarks in sight. The rising sun's rays bounce off a crown suspended in the sky, looming over a walled city atop a steep hill. Meanwhile, the moon illuminates a path of debris leading into a dense forest where countless eyes gleam beneath its canopy. A thundering voice commands, "Guide your Roman souls of Avalon toward their paradise." This is actually so lore appropriate for the game. Oh, I'm so happy I chose this. Which destination belongs to you? The walled city? The forest of debris? Or will you remain inside the foundations of clay? Ascend the faraway hill towards the walled city. Gaius, Julius, Mento. Gains 1 order affinity. The prophecy will set your Roman souls of Avalon on a path to order affinity. You arrive at the walled city. Team, why do I not look like Gaius Julius Mento? Its gate is barred. Dark figures march along its high ramparts. The way is shut. The crown floating over the city beckons you. Its glow warms your heart and incites a rousing promise in your soul. You see carvings in the city walls, faded images of your Roman souls of Avalon and of yourself. This is your land. This city belongs to you. Yet you are not its lord. Enemies leering at you from opposing fortifications stand in your way. The dream ebbs away, its message clear. Find the prophesied land occupied by the pretenders and conquer it for your Roman souls of Avalon. You gain a paladin. Nice. By the sword of the Roman souls of Avalon, I will find my paradise. Alright, where are we? Oh, we get a corner too. Fantastic. Do we really get a paladin? You better believe we do. Alright, this is the, what is it? Tier 3. Tier 3 shield unit from the new Tier 2 tome. So they get to melee strike. Pretty basic stuff. 10 physical, 3 spirit. They have Smite, which is a 1 AP action, 20 spirit, 10 physical. And it enters defense mode. Not too shabby. They have Lay on Hands, which is a single AP, single target, 1 range. Target friendly unit heals for 30 temporary hit points and gains 2 status protection. Not too shabby. Not gonna lie, it's kind of unfair that we started with that, but it is what it is. That looks good to me. Nice, we're back to being demonic. So, what did we start with besides the paladin? Some really scary things. So we have the Shademaker. The Architect culture is interesting in that all of its base cultural units fulfill peculiar roles. So, for example, this is our ranged unit, but it's also our polearm unit. This is our anti-large character, the Archer. The Earthbreaker, our Tier 1 shock unit, is a very defensive shock unit. It has a bit of a cleave attack, but then it will enter defense mode. So it's a very tanky first of all, very tanky shock unit, but also a very tanky Tier 1 unit. We start with 2 of them. And the Cultivator. We actually have 2 supports, one at Tier 1 and one at Tier 3. And the Cultivator is going to help us get our early affinity points, Affinity Incarnate, rolling with the Cultivate Order Affinity Link. Don't know if I want 2 of them. I'd rather have the Paladin in this deck, to be honest, but we can make it work. Alright. And this is our Scout, the Surveyor. The Surveyor is unique in that I think he's the only Scout not mounted besides the Mystic one. And he has a different purpose in life. Of course, we all enjoy scouting and seeing things. Seeing things is great. But his primary purpose is to find Wonderstone. This is a resource unique to us that we can use to build our monuments. And we get it from magical materials. So he's going to go on an adventure. We're going to pump out another one. And get around to it. Our unique building is our research building. So our... I don't even know the skill baseline. Our little research area is run into the Magitectoral Archive. Archicide? Archive. It gives us knowledge and production, which is all well and good. But as per usual, we are not going to start with that. We are going to start probably with the workshop. And... well, let's just start it, shall we? Bibbidi bobbidi. Get off my property. A carrion bird. I suppose we can use this to fly around. I need seafaring. Is this a new pickup? Looks good to me. I know some people want me to fight the first battle of the campaign, but let's be honest, I'm about to crush all this. Is it really going to be a battle? I would like the Summon Lesser Lights, but I think we're going to start with these Staves of Mending, because we have 2 supports already. So, Battle Saint. Battle Saint has a new mechanic called Fervor. This is a self-buff, stacking up to 5 times. It grants +1 status resistance. We don't really care about that. We care about utilizing it for other things. This left side here is Cleric-ish. This right side here is Fighty-ish, which of course we're going to do. We're going to be a Paladin. So landing attack grants +1 Fervor. Effect is doubled for non-repeating attacks. I believe we will be repeating attacks basically this whole time, so yeah. Probably going to go Warrior's Fervor. We could go Saint's Fervor. This middle area is like, how would I describe it? Martyrdom almost. So the Saint's Fervor Clark's Fervor is a heal. Saint's Fervor is a lesser heal, but free action, and also 1 range instead of 4. And then the Warrior's Fervor is a self-heal. I think we definitely want to go for the self-heal, I think. Gaius is a very selfish fighter, even if he's a good guy. Oh, right, the summon, it's a combat summon. That's right. One of my other new favorite features is this. This is the hero overview, of course. But now it just shows you on this screen how long you have until the next hero. You don't have to open it every single time and guess. Gremlins were also buffed. Slightly. How did you loot? What? Okay. After the battle, a radiant flash blinds you, leaving behind an angelic figure bound in chains. This is supposed to be the angel. She's very dead. The angel lifts its face and speaks with a trembling voice. At last, the Archons have heard my prayers. I implore you, free me from these bonds. I was imprisoned and left to be guarded by those you defeated, destined to be sacrificed. My body no longer has the strength to fight, but my voice still holds. Free me, and I will be your herald. What will be the fate of this angelic envoy? So the evil action is to sacrifice it and get a gremlin. The proper action, no reward is needed to do what is right. We are a good boyo. In King Arthur Knight's Tale, there was a very complex morality system that hinged on 2 different axes. One was Christian Old Faith. Here's our friend. They made so many great changes and notifications, such as this. We met the Shelter Crepidorum. Crepidomum. Just real quick. In King Arthur Knight's Tale, it was one axis. Was this the x-axis? Yes. Was Old Faith Christian. So this is kind of like the faith of your King Mordred. And then the y-axis was Righteous King and Tyrant, which was your morality. We will find out which Mordred is on this map. The founder of Crepidomum strides forward with open arms to speak on behalf of his free city. Glory, announces founder Alwyn as he raises his index finger up high. Oh God, dear, praise be the great plan that I am graced with an equal of culture on this day. He extends both hands and smiles. Behold, I am founder Alwyn de Lomithos of the Roman Souls of Avalon. Do tell, what foundation shall we henceforth construct together? That's such a Roman thing to say. Overjoy them with an oration of order. You call us equals. Let's give it a shot. So if we succeed, we get a bunch of allegiance. If we fail, we get a slight order crisis. It'll be fine. 70% nailed it. We'll probably just end up integrating them. They have a magical material. So how this works, our little surveyors can just once, survey any magical material, even if it's on neutral or enemy territory, which they have now fixed prospecting to be able to do as well. We can survey this for 50 Wonderstone. We need a lot more than that. But if we control a magical material, either by having a vassal, having it through a treaty, owning it, having an outpost on it, you get the point. As long as we own it, we'll be getting 8 Wonderstone per turn. So our goal is going to be to have a lot of Wonderstone forever. In fact, the Architect culture is the only culture that can infinitely scale. As long as, asterisk, we have the materials to do so. So we're going to find out if we do. I'm going to get, What? Alright, you know what? Let's show what our characters are capable of. So the short spear is very fun. It is a one-handed weapon, but it's a one-handed weapon that is a spear, but it is not anti-large. So the fact that a spear still gives us first strike, so retaliate first, but we do not have any anti-large properties because that'd probably be a little OB. I do not comprehend how they Almost lost the Archer. So we're going to link to Gaius Julius Mento, and you are going to link to the Paladin. This gives us a little bit of a binding, and at the start of the turn, each character will heal to each one or just the linked one. Target unit gains 2 Order Incarnate, and at the start of the turn, both units heal for 10 temporary hit points and dispel 1 negative status effect. So Order Incarnate is going to make it so that for each stack of the Infinity Incarnate, the unit gains 2 spirit damage, or 1 spirit damage. Each doubled for single shots. So Gaius and the Paladin are both going to have plus 2 spirit damage added to their attacks. Because they are linked. You want to go? If the shock unit could go, that'd be cool. But it cannot. Eh. If we just stack like this, the Gargoyle can't get value. I don't think. We're going to find out. We don't want to cast any spells. We need our mana. But because we have Bulwark, Gaius is going to be a tanky boy. See? Tanky boy. He got slowed, but guess what? He got cleansed. We're going to go. Game? Go on, game. It's too soon for this. There has been a patch since the release. Beautiful damage from our Shade Makers. I just realized I positioned really bad for this. This is a very cool animation. We'll let it play. But there has been a patch. It was mostly for bug fixes and stability purposes. Oh, nailed it. But it also nerfed the Tier 3 Light Spirit, and it nerfed the new Tier 3 Chaplain. So what I could do here, actually... Oh, this is a full action. I think I'd just rather kill something. Swing! Stab Gaius Julius Mento! Okay. Yeah, positioning here was a little questionable. Alright. Well, anywho, that's how the stuff works. If I had Defense Master, this would be really fun. But, alas. Be smitten! Okay. Yeah, that's how our classes work. Our culture. Suppose I could bring this thing around with me. I thought I could fly without any knowledge, so. We are going to be trespassing here if I do this. Do I care? I do care, because we're going to get it next turn. Alright, here's our other surveyor. I'm going to go over here. Gaius Julius Mento has leveled up. I am going to go ahead and grab... kind of want this and this before we get too crazy here. So we'll start with the foraging training, just because I want to heal up. I debated going weak constitution, the flaw, for like a story that Avalon's kind of rejecting us. We're kind of foreigners here at Avalon. Although we were invited. Doesn't really change that. I'm going to force grow and get on the farm here. That would have boosted the thing that I boosted out, but we need a lodge for this. I should have thought about that. By lodge, I mean a logging camp. I don't have a great position. I guess this could be one temporarily. Yikes. I actually don't have a lot of nodes around me. Kind of sucks. Huzzah! Vision. You're heading this way. Our border should be open here, so here is the magical material that we will gather. That consumed our movements. That's fine. We can get this next turn. We have pacification. You know what? Let's do it. We're about to bonk this anyway. That'll speed up Crepidomum. Maybe we can even get this as a city. Is it worth doing this? I don't think so. Every single septum that we have right now is kind of important. I'm not going to remember, by the way, that that's the name of the currency. I just did right now. So don't I expect me to remember that. Just kind of came to me in a dream. I'm gonna keep on looking. There's a lot of ice here. That kind of concerns me knowing what I know. That's okay, we'll get it. Alright, we're gonna have these guys move here, because I'm gonna have to go up there and clear all this crap out. Spoders! Dead. Money and mana. They mentioned that they're gonna change that. Those greaves are gonna get reworked someday. Because they're really bad right now. Nova Roma! Can annex. And like I said, it kind of needs a forester. So make forester here, then we'll get probably quarry here. Then we'll probably expand this way. Ooh, okay. When do we get seafaring? 3 turns. Alright. Probably vibe around here and then get seafaring. I like this. I don't like what's next to it, but I like this. Can I wonder? I can. Nice. There's an umbral nest here. Avalon is besieged by many threats. The Chanting Tower. That is not new. It is cool looking, though. I believe this is a handcrafted area. The Lightfish. Oh, look at the Lightfish. This disgusting thing has been moved around. Okay, we'll take it. It was once part of the Tome of the Beacon, and now it is from the Tome of the Inquisition. We are going to want this. This will give our Affinity Incarnate to our non-Culturians, and we do already have a Paladin, so I think we do. I mean, we also want this as well. Can I afford the upkeep of this, though? Question mark? We'll grab it. I forgot that was a part of the Tome of Faith. Let's grab the Magitech or blah 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 blah. Because it gives us production. And we'll get the saves at Mending. Because again, we have 2 supports already. Very unusual, but that's coming from our Devotee of Good. I believe it gives you a bonus starter polearm or bonus starter support. And it gave us a support because we don't have polearms. We pretend with having an anti-large archer. Ooh. Okay. Nice chosen of Gaia. Alright. I mean, I don't care about the bird. Let's all just be serious for a second. The bird can die. I don't care. But it's here now. So we will see if we can keep it. We will also heal up you. There is presently not. Well, there's no flyer, but the monks can jump. Oh, also, I believe that all of the culture units get something special for this. Yeah, so for example, the Shademaker, for every stack of Incarnate, there's a chance of inflicting, well, there's 9% chance of inflicting weakened per Affinity Incarnate this unit has. I'm not giving it to her, but point. For the Earthbreakers, it is per Affinity point they gain health, right? I believe? Yes, supposed to have health per Affinity point. So there's a reality that if you go deep enough, if you go far enough, that was a choice. If you go deep enough, these guys could have hundreds of hit points. Could. We'll see. Oh, you have inner fire. Look at that. And for some reason, it's hard to hit you. Go here and blast them. These ladies have status vulnerability for reasons. I suppose I could have hit him. So if I kill this guy now... Alright. Looks good to me. This is a zealot, so I can't do any jumping. Hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Ba-da-da-da. Our healing is a little lackluster at the moment, but don't worry, that will improve. In time, you will come to know the full extent of my failure. Hopefully there's not a lot of failure in this episode, or this series, and this episode. Shield wall! Alrighty, I spoke there. By the way, I didn't have the choice to start with a Gladius, otherwise I probably would have. The Cloak of Flames, interesting. Sure. I'd love to be immune to freezing. I'm not going to equip this because not moving sucks. Is it next turn? Fantastic. Next turn, we can expand into the water. Secure our lands. And these guys can keep going. Hopefully I don't share the island with anyone, but I mean, you never know. Oh, I should go over here first. That's totally what I should do. Okay. Hail, divine Censor Gaius Julius Mento. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the once and future King Mordred. Many Galdir make war. I aim to make peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we met the #1 ruler of the map. The man who leads the Round Table Seraphim. Camelot itself is nearby. When Mordred was first brought to Camelot, he was amused that the Lady of the Lake lowered herself to resurrect him, and at her guidance to slay the destined once and future king. My, how the tables had turned against his father. In time, however, he began to rebuild Camelot into a functioning society and realized that his new home of Avalon could be so much more. His distrust in the lady was the beginning of his faith in the Lord Almighty, and he eventually absorbed the Order of the Seraphim into the Round Table. With Arthur's demise and the lady's waning strength, the once and future king's faith would be the only bulwark against the darkness that Avalon needed. So this is the Christian Tyrant Mordred, also known as Dave's Vault. This is the last campaign that I did in King Arthur Knight's Tale. It was a lot of fun. Very hard, but a lot of fun. He already has inner mastery, huh? I guess it makes sense. That's Tome Discipline. So the Round Table Seraphim are strong for more melee damage. They are hardy for tankiness, and they also possess inner radiance because they have welcomed faith in the Lord Almighty. That joke is never going to get old. The joke origin for that is that one of the characters, who I think we will meet, when you click on her, she says, "For the Lord Almighty." And of course, I am an enjoyer of tea, so it became "For the Lord Almighty." It's funny. He is a feudal monarchy with relentless crusaders and imperialists. So he's not going to hate me too much since I am a good character. Fun fact, you only fight Mordred in King Arthur Legion 9 if you are demonic. If you are humanity, he is not an enemy. He is your ally. I mean, he's not there, but you get the point. There's an alliance between the Round Table and Nova Roma. As for his bonuses, Mordred has been giving 2 bonus starting cities, 1 bonus unlocked tome, 1 additional starting heroes, and he himself is hero level 8. I really didn't want to start next to you. He is an authoritarian diplomat, so he likes empires with a single race, he likes empires with a stronger military, he dislikes empires with good relations to free cities, and he dislikes empires that have many alliances. His strategy is to form alliances, to never break treaties, to explore, and to expand. We will give a gift to the ruler of Camelot, and hope we don't have to deal with him. Oh, sorry, that is my alarm for medicine. Do I get a wizard bond? I might. This might be worth it to me. Okay, this might change my plans. It does slightly change my plans. So, now that we know Mordred is nearby, I have to rush this city, my destiny. I will fulfill my destiny. We got the Wondrous one here. Should we just go find Mordred and scout him out? I should, well, whoop. Just stop talking with this in my mouth. Oh, new wonder. Sorry about that. Very important. That medication. So here's Kingstone. I believe that was the first name on the list. Roma can annex. Like I said, we probably want a quarry here. This gives us both a quarry and iron deposit as well. Saves of Mending is in. This gives our support units Faithful and a free action in melee range. We are now at the Pact Operation Loyalty. We're heading towards Vassalage. We have met Delighted Lapis Latrium. Okay. Do you have a face? Founder Trepos Iros of Lapis Latrium. Boy. Presents himself with one hand on his heart to speak on behalf of his free city. Salutations, O divine censor, O divine censor. He orates, moving one hand to his chest. We, the brutish ancients, bid you welcome, and are most curious to discover the designs of our peer. I am named Founder Trepos Iros. Pray do tell, shall we build bridges on this day, or must we make walls? Oh. Huh. Walls it is, I think. I didn't realize that the Destined City would be an actual free city. We are very rapidly becoming Mordred's enemy. You near the site of your prophesied land. It is the free city of Lapis Lastrium. The brutish ancients, led by Trepos Iros, occupy the area that is yours by divine right. You see the gleaming crown from your vision suspended in the air high over the city. Its sight inspires you and your warriors. It bids you to free Lapis Lastrium from its unrightful occupants. Lapis Lastrium sentries mock you from the ramparts. You must claim this city from them. Alright. It shall be mine. Yes, we need to make this this waddle really fast. I should heal in time. In time, you will come to know. Okay, so Mordred doesn't like me. I'm about to give him a reason to not like me even more. The Skyglass Vault. So this is the new Ancient Wonder type. Someone asked why they didn't make a new Golden Wonder. And their answer was essentially... Golden Wonders are relatively rare. So they didn't want to keep making wonders that people wouldn't see that often. We are going to take Basic Seafaring now, so I don't forget. I think I'm going to hold on the orb. Although, I am going to get this along the way. Maybe it'll be okay. I definitely made a mistake by not rushing this. I shouldn't have even gone back. I mean, I cleared this so I could grab it, right? But I should have just gone forward. There is a Wonderstone here, which we'll be grabbing. I gotta be honest, team. I don't think it's worth giving him the... Here's Camelot. I don't think it's worth giving him the grievances. Because one way that you can prevent people from declaring war on you is just always gaming... Always be cheating. Always be gaming the grievance system. Oh, I didn't realize there were two over here. Whoopsie. I know. 69. Nice. Nova Roma. I mean, this is boosted and I like knowledge. 15 Imperium to expand. You better believe it. So we're going to tier up next turn. We want a second farm. Ideally with a node on it. This one gives production in food. Fantastic. We'll pump this out, then we'll go to tier 3. Go from there. Okay. Surely Mordred is going to get distracted by the many not nice people that are in Avalon, right? Right? Surely. Okay, we can have him tap this while Mordred just follows the rune. While Gaius, Julius Mento, follows the rune. You're going for that pickup, huh, mister? Run away! Grab that pickup, would you? Okay, we'll grab the Incarnate Mark now. So, Faithful Whispers, allegiance with the target free city increased 30% faster. Does this not have an upkeep? It does. It just didn't tell me. Yeah, 4 mana. Not too shabby. I probably want to pump out... Now that we have basic Seafaring, I should get a Scout again. Go this way. I don't particularly want to meet a whole bunch of people. I mean, I'm not playing Age of Wonders 3, I don't think. 34 gold to get that boosted, you better believe it. So see, now we have 8 Wonders in income because we have a new vassal. Okay. We have another handcrafted region here. There's St. Brennitus Cathedral. Ooh, okay. We're chilling. I probably shouldn't have gone in the water there. As far as I'm aware, there are no... As far as I'm aware, there's no magical materials in the water. This is a pickup that's not based on who picks it up. It's just a pickup. So we'll grab it. Our Archer should do a lot of work here. As it almost dies. Okay. Let's fix that real quick. The AI is questionably positioning. Make it happen. I think. Just go here. So yeah, this is our new Mending Touch. So voila. Actually, it's kind of linking to the Paladin's kind of a waste, isn't it? We are being flanked. Do we care? When it comes to these guys, I think we would rather... I should have refreshed AP there. We'd rather get into melee with them so that they don't get any charge bonus, I think. Giant Slayer, very cool. I can go there and protect the rear. In the rear with the gear. Beautiful flank damage on the Paladin. Cancel retaliation and kill. You'll love to see it. Get you in there. They might be willing to... Okay, slight misplay. I could have gone here to shoot, and then I could still use Gaius to refresh here. I might be willing to take the attack here to move, but this should kill, I think. Oh, they took it anyway. Ah, yikes. Well, that's okay. There's only one hit instead of 2. 87 Imperium. Very nice. Do I want to know what's down here? Thank you. Alright, we will go ahead and grab this orb. We could diggy dig as well. Because we have someone to give it to. And do we want to spend 4 mana? I think we do, because I have no spells to cast, really. Cool. This is the tier 3 city. Stout Looters. Okay, Gloomstride. I don't like that. But it is what it is. They do have a magical material. I like that. Gaius, Julius, Mento. In initiative order. Now, it's worth mentioning, I guess, that my current plan is very, very one-sided. Like, my growth. Research growth. So, you know, don't just take that with a grain of salt. I'd really love to have decisive command and endurance training. So why don't I get it? This was nerfed. This used to be condemning strikes, right? Now it's just zeal. Which is not a bad thing to get, because zeal was buffed. Sort of. So zeal is still the same. You get +2 spirit damage, but they changed it so condemn, instead of doubling the damage of zeal from +2 to +4, it now makes it so any zeal units will deal 10% more damage. So I think on average it's about the same, but kind of mid to late game I think you start doing more damage, and it kind of gets out of control. So the characters that you pre-create in the loading screen, I was kind of hoping it'd be red, not... It is red. I don't know. Show up in the unaffiliated hero slot. So, of course, we have all of our heroes offered us from the 3 cities, whatever. This is what we're here for. And we're going to start with Albina Virgil, the Flamina. Although she has a much fancier title now. Well, tell me. I paid very close attention to that. The Virgo Vestalis Maxima. Albina is a former Vestal virgin from Rome. After her death, the Roman Flamina was taken to Avalon by the Lady of the Lake and became the Lady's priestess. The Lady of the Lake created Avalon as an otherworldly haven, and even though she preferred to bring there the knights of King Arthur's Britannia, sometimes she also granted refuge to those she deemed worthy as well. Albina tended the divine fire, which called for other notable Roman souls to Avalon, and she led a flourishing Roman colony. However, when a mighty catastrophe struck Avalon, killed the Lady of the Lake, and destroyed everything, Albina was only able to escape with the help of a spell, which sadly came with a heavy price. With Nova Roma restored under the protection of Gaius, Julius, Mento, Albina has resumed her duty as chief priestess of Nova Roma, and begun the long game of Divide et Impera, alongside her divine Censor. So this is one of the few differences between... There are only 2 differences, really, between a demonic and a humanity playthrough in King Arthur Legion 9. The post-game, your ultimate enemy, if you are humanity, it is someone we'll meet later, and if you're demonic, you have to fight King Mordred, and who your spellcaster ally is. Because we are humanity, we have Albina Virgil, and she is an elementalist. Even though she is kind of like a support character, as the description says, she tends the divine flame, so she is going to be a fire elementalist, and we'll see if we can make this work. This is the artist formerly known as Mage. I've heard some conflicting feedback about this. Scanix, long-time viewer of the channel, has found a way to do like 120 damage or something with the elementalists, and other people have mentioned that it feels very weak. So, I'll do my best. She is a steward of the city, so we're going to give her governorship of our destined land, and the goal is to grow it. Yeah, that's it. And she is going to hustle over here. She has the basic horse. I believe they fixed it so that now every horse has armor, except for scout horses, I think. Don't quote me on that. Improving your relations with Crepidoma may lead short-term gains. Sustaining those problems, however, can you trust them? Mordred responds to your recent action in a neutral manner. I think he would be upset about this if they were of a different culture than me, which means he's going to be upset about what's happening down ground. Chief Desfreda Skullstomper of the Frey City Skull Pit greets you with a flashing eyes, a big grin, and a proud stance. How can you tell? Look at this. How can you tell? Strength and blood, glory to you, Gaius, Julius, Mento. We stout looters of Skull Pit welcome you to these lands of strife. We We look forward to seeing your strength on the battlefield, be it alongside or against you. We already gave them the stone. We might end up killing them in time, but the whole concept of Divide et Impera is what Albina says at the end of the playthrough in the final cutscene. But I believe, I guess, don't quote me on this, the idea is to expand Roman influence, to pull people under Roman influence, and then just kind of like peacefully annex them. I'm gonna dig a dig. It's not exactly just, you know, take everything in sight. It's more calculated. I hope there's the Ulthuan in this. That'd be funny. Mordred, I don't want to trespass, but you're making it really hard to not. Okay. Okay, this guy's already in the water. He's just going to auto. Hopefully he finds it. He finds the good stuff. This should be pretty straightforward. There's a Blessed Dragon here, but I don't think I care. The Robes of Resistance. I think I'd rather be immune to burning and poison. Or burning and frozen. Nova Roma can annex. We are getting our tier upgrade. Then we're going to need the tavern for sure. In the meantime, are there any nodes that I need here? Should I just get a research post? Early research post? We may not be so different after all, Gaius. Your actions are promising. Yes! Okay, Mordred, don't kill me. We can squabble later, Mordred. But not right now. Oh, I'm like, why is there a rally of leeches happening? There's not. Okay. We are heading in. Found an iron deposit. I'm actually really curious if there's a way over here. It kind of looks like there is. Come, my Vestal Virgin. I think she lost that title when she died, but that's what the chief priestess of Rome is, a Vestal Virgin, so I went with it. I kind of want this. I wouldn't mind having some light spirits, but I already have 2 support characters. Do I really want another one? No. This is the Unga Bunga, not the Unga Bunga, the tanky playthrough, not the support abusing playthrough. Well, to be fair, I don't know if you can abuse supports. I would imagine so. We're gonna have a lot of them, so I will use them. I want this. Tim, I want this. I currently can't use it though. Do I care? We'll get it later. Let me make sure I save my Imperium for this glorious conquest. You want this as well. Get started on it. So he went and picked it up and then left. He's like, oh, all this water over here? No. Guys, we'll say the map feels small, but no, we're good. Alright. Thankfully, they did not annex this province right out here, or this tile, so we can sit here and siege this. I think we're just going to undermine the walls. Raiding party has been nerfed. It is now an evil action. And instead of 75 gold per tier, it is 50 gold per tier. So right now, this is 100 gold minus 5 alignment. I don't think it's worth it. I do, however, think harassed defenders could be. Can I go up here? Look who it is. The White Knight. The White Knight is the first Christian to ever be welcomed onto Avalon, and has lived his life in solemn duty protecting the relics of faith, until he was recruited to Mordred's new Round Table, where he now serves in the front line of Camelot's crusade. Yeah. I remember I've done 2 Christian playthroughs, and the first one, the White Knight, it was in the original version of the game, so the White Knight still had his, like, reset Unga Bunga thing. Good times. Good times. And don't worry, my fellow Old Faith enjoyers, you will not be disappointed. I just gotta find him. Just gotta find him. Alright, Albina's here. She can start leading the second stack. You are gonna go across the water and see if you can find some more material for me. We are now tier 2, meaning we can build our tier 2 units, the Shademaker, and the Guardian. The dreaded Hoplite, who will be the main feature of this playthrough. Because he has two abilities, passives I suppose, for Incarnate. One is the Incarnate Disruption. Adjacent enemy units suffer -1 damage type resistance associated with each stack of Affinity Incarnate on this unit. So if we have 4 Order Affinity Incarnate, or Order Incarnate, the enemies that stand next to the Guardian will lose 4 Spirit Resistance. And adjacent attackers take 1 damage of the associated type per stack of Affinity Incarnate. So not only does he have Inner Radiance, where attackers already take 3 Spirit damage, but they're going to be taking 1 more Spirit damage per stack of Affinity Incarnate that we have. Yes, finally, Age of Wonders 4 has a Thorns build, and I am going to make the most of it. Here's our... The birds scare me. Here's our Affinity Incarnate. This will be for our non-culture units, so for the Paladins, the birds, here it be. Now, this won't give them, as far as I'm aware, this won't give them any special features, like the passives of the Shademaker and the other character. It'll just give them the bonus damage. So, Mordred has declared friendship. There is a great irony there, but we will take it. I can't afford to declare it back, so we're just going to roll with it. A Watcher, a Guardian. Cool. Probably grab a Guardian here. It'll be cheaper and faster to produce. Because there's 6 turns, right? Yep. Wow, it's like I played this game before. I may have taken forever and not played in that time, but I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Let's grab this. Ooh. We can easily expand to this this Wonder. Grab this mana. Is this the once and future king himself? Oh. Nope. Ah! We're leaving. I was really afraid of giving characters bonus cities, because every bonus city is just like a catapult ahead. So Mordred is going to be quite the powerhouse, although he's not in the corner, but he's like in the top of the map, right? Yeah, so he was given 2 bonus cities, so St. Brenadus and Kingstone. And he has another hero, right? I have the notepad open. Mordred's. No, the White Knight was the first one. Okay. Well, anything we want to do here? For our second tier 1 tome, we have a lot of choices here. And we're going to make one of the few deviations from order that we're going to do. And that is the Tome of Pyromancy. I'm putting a lot in this Keeper of the Divine Flame title that Albina has.
Fire is sacred. It is the beginning and the end. It is passion and destruction. It is life and death. Harness the essence of the flame. Watch it bring your enemies to smoldering ruin. Behold the beauty in the ashes. As the inferno burns the land, so does it give soil vitality, bringing life from destruction wherever it spreads.
I think that's what Vesta is all about, right? Like, it's the fire of the hearth, the new beginnings, rejuvenation, is what the divine fire is about, I think. But anyway, they nerfed all of the, so like lightning blades, burning or searing blades here, icy blades, and all of those things of the nature. They've had the damage reduced from 20% to 10% damage against those that are burning or electrified or frozen, whatever. But it's still a lot of bonus damage, and I think we are going to take it. Damage good. We're not going to have a lot of those. Oh, production. That's fun. Yoink. We actually have enough Wondrous to build the foundation, I believe. Do we? Aha! Do I want to do that now? Probably. We also want to build this like as fast as possible. So what we're going to do, gonna put this here. Imperium income good. We're going to get a Forester. There's no mangroves here? I think I'm going to grab this so they stop expanding in my direction. Alright. We attack. Let's fight this. This will be like our first real battle. And we're going to build a monument soon. The only thing that sucks is it's going to be like 4 turns of, oh, there are culture. Are they? No. The Architects of Nature. Okay. Whatever you say, bud. So what we could do, this is what the developers were doing when they were playing, is we could wait. Is there a reason to, though? I don't think so. What they were doing was they were waiting to link to use it to dispel things initially. But with this particular, turn setup, they're going to throw something at me, or they're not. And I would have dispelled it anyway. So I think we're chilling. They have a Guardian here. Don't I have... Oh, yeah. Sorry, Albino. I totally forgot. Does that mean I want to wait? Not really. Cancel retaliations. We'll get the Paladin over here. Can't put pressure on the hero. We'll kind of rotate this way. I would love it to not... Oh, I have a... Let's say I would love to not be facing away from the enemy. Oh man, I'm so 1 tile short. Okay. Bishop refreshed the Paladin. And they could have smitten the... what I could do... No, I need the mana. I could spawn something to be annoying, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'm being flanked now. Questionable positioning for sure. But it is what it is. Okay. They don't want to come fight me, so... use my status protection. We'll come tie all this crap up. We'll miss position. We're here. Oh, they got first strike. Yeah, they have the short spears as well. The Guardians. We'll make sure we touch this guy next turn. Context is important. It would be nice to be up here. Oh, they have Inner Fire. Rude? Okay. Well, range attacks aren't retaliated, so I think that'll be okay. Gaius is going to have to do a lot of tanking here. Okay. I don't know. Can Battle Saint get, My brain's getting there. Defensive Masters? Culture's getting there. Because if I can, that'll make Bulwark far more useful. If I can't, it'll be very unfortunate. I really want to kill this so I can open the way. Fantastic. Oh! Be smitten by holy flame. Cool. This should level up Gaius so we can actually do something with his fervor. So, it looks like they're both linked to this cultivator, but this cultivator is linked to this cultivator, which is linked to the hero. Someone asked if it was possible to have 2 cultivator links, and the answer is no. Because that would be a little OP. Waifu stab. Alright. Yep. Everyone's getting in there. Getting there nice and deep like. All these references are showing my age a little bit. It's fine. Alright. They're really going to make me run all the way to the corner of the map. Ow! Alright. Gaius. Julius. Mento. Shank. The Seer of Light. Malady immunity. Lapis Elastrium has fallen to your glorious might. Your Roman souls of Avalon triumphantly march through its street. Your craftsmen are already repairing the city gates that your army destroyed moments before. This is your new home. You cannot explain it, but this feels just to you. This is the way the world should be. Lapis Lazuli is ready to become your throne city? Oh. They were no match for me and my mighty souls of Avalon. You have secured a new home for your Roman souls of Avalon. Paradise is finally yours. Your Roman souls of Avalon celebrate while you reminisce about the vision you had so long ago. Was it really that long ago? Noting the zeal and determination of your people, you wonder if that vision of prophecy brought you this monumental achievement, or if the will to win was inside you all along. Or perhaps they are one and the same. Nova Roma should deliver unprecedented wealth and productivity for your Roman souls of Avalon. Long may you reign here. One city cap. Wow. The Shrine of Fulfilled Promise is built in your throne city, granting a 20% bonus to all resources. From this new seat of power, I shall rule the realm. Wow. Is it oddly appropriate that the new seat of power is called the Temple of Vesta? Kind of is. It's very unfortunate that it's built on top of this Hasteberry, but we'll take it. It is what it is. It's getting palisade walls. I'll say, I was building something here and they canceled it. Alright, so Albina Virgil is a... This gets a little darker than I thought it was, but... It's okay. She's very pale in the game, but I want to say the Romans were kind of like olive-skinned, right? Anywho, whatever. She's an agricultural governor, so each farm gives food, and then that will give city stability as well. And then each population will grant +1 gold, +1 mana, and +1 knowledge. She will make progress in that when Nova Roma becomes stable, which is not yet. I guess I can build this now. We probably should... I should take one of these and then build it there. We want it to be close to our city. We also just need the Silver Tongue Fruit, and we will have the Imperial Essence already, which is quite incredible. Gaius Julius Mento is going to get the Warrior's Fervor. I think. Yes. So, Caster loses all stacks of fervor and gains +1 strengthen per stack of fervor, +5 temporary hit points per consumed stack of fervor. It is a free action, so we can do that and then smack stuff. This seems pointless on this map. We collected some remains. We could sell those. That might not be a bad idea. Because I am a broke. And I wanted to build this. Should I instead build something here? We could technically build the vendor and this as well. I guess I'm queuing it, which is a bad idea, but that's okay. Gaius Julius Mento has... Oh yeah, he's an imperialist. Completed his major ambition because that was to win a siege against a free city. And we did that. Nice. So maybe I shouldn't make friends with all the free cities I see. I kind of forgot about that, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this is now ours. This is our town, scrub. Yeah, beat it. If you know that reference. I'm referencing all sorts of things today. I'm glad I did. Did it make me evil? Oh, it did. It auto-migrated it for me. It's not my fault. Chiefess Frida Skullstomper solemnly greets you. Majestic Gaius Julius Mento. Skullbit cordially invite you to join the ceremonial hunt of the pyre-born Gortusk Piglet. Once every decade, our finest hunters ride out in search of the pyre-born Gortusk Piglet. We cull every creature we find and collect the meat for the glory of Skullpit, until we finally catch that flame-infused Gortusk Piglet. You would grant us a tremendous honor by joining us. Interesting. What if I kill them? Thoughts? I don't care. You can beat us, please. It doesn't matter to me. I'm busy. I have Wonderstone to find people to kill. You know? Is that another one? Magical material? No. I wasn't sure. That's something. Water? Okay. Alrighty. I hope we find, there's another one here. Oh, look, it's every city. Twin mods. Feudal paragons, huh? Interesting. They're good, so maybe we can befriend them. I see statues. Alright, well. Waifu? How did you not level up? Huh. Oh, anywho. She didn't. Into the lucid forest. You enter a forest of glowing crystal formations, showing eerie reflections of you and your troops. As you keep going through the forest, memories overwhelm you. Reflections of yourself fade into visions of the past, present, and future. Into memories of the good and the bad things that you have wrought. Your troops weep and wail, apologizing to their own mirror images. Then the visions start to take form. As creatures appear from the crystal maze, your troops scramble and shout in confusion as the reflections come to life and reveal themselves to be mirror mimics. We're gonna roll another 70%. It will suck if we fail it. You know what? Do not despair. 2 arms. Okay, look. You know what? We'll watch the replay. That's what we'll do, instead of playing it. So the reason why I thought briefly about fighting this is because the mirror mimics have been buffed. They are widely considered to be the worst mythic unit in the game. Oh, I went for the paladins. That's part of their buff as well. their Mimic is now a 6-tile range. Why would you refresh and then move? Question mark? Yeah, their Mimic is now a 6-tile range, so they don't have to get so close, and it's harder to cheese them out. So these two Mirror Mimics both turn into Paladins, which is very concerning. That just kind of make me wonder how they did so well here. It is what it is. Well, our own Paladin did some work, that's how. Also, I'd like to point out that Gaius Julius Mento healed with just 1 fervor point. Oh, he's going to die. I guess what's going to happen. He's going to die, and the auto is going to resurrect him. Mimics also come back with 30 life now, instead of, what was it, 15 or something? And, yeah, they're going to kill Gaius. The AI has Resurgence on this mode. So I guess it's kind of cheating, but as you can see, the AI needs it. On top of that, the Mirror Mimic retains its level. I don't know how it worked before. Did it borrow the level of the thing it mimics? But so if you have a legendary Mirror Mimic, it will turn into a legendary Mimic of whatever you're fighting. So I don't know if they're good now, but they're better. To be honest, it'd be hard to get worse, but we'll see. As the ambush of the strange reflections dissipate, your troops sigh in relief. The lucid forest pulsates with a new energy. You see a path with many forks up ahead, each one leading to freedom. The crystals shimmer and your troops smile as the new reflections show fond memories from their past. If only for a moment, they find solace and peace within this forest of crystal. You go to take a closer look at the crystals yourself. The reflections of the lucid forest now show fond memories of the past. You gaze into the crystal and remember. We got some free knowledge. Didn't do anything, but free knowledge is free knowledge. Some money. Shall we get a Dread Spirit Wolf? The Talon of Fiend Slaying. Oh, great. A Dragon Claw. That's just what I wanted. Some mana. Remember the day that you became the Divine Censor. That actually might be better. If for no reason, then it'll push Nova Roma to Orderly, which should affect Waifu with this. Alright, so here is the Elementalist, the artist formerly known as Mage. You get to pick at the start here your discipline. There's Discipline of Storms for Lightning, Discipline of Flames for Fire, Discipline of Earth for Earth, and the Discipline of Frost for Frost. This determines the primary damage type that you do. As I mentioned, Albina is the Keeper of the Divine Flame, so she is going to go for the Discipline of Flames, granting her the Lesser Evocation and base attacks at the ground under the target on fire. That's an important detail for later. So, what should we do, team? Where do we go now? Oh, I can't go here? Poppycock. I guess we should crump this. And grab this while we're here. Yeah, this is definitely a handmade area. This is a huge expansion. So here's our guardian, my goat. He's a little far away for my liking. Do we take the 5-turn hustle, or do we start building another army? Looking at our money, I'm kind of inclined to start building another army. Honestly. Go Stonemason. Boost that out. Don't try this at home, friends. I could boost this to start building. Oh, man. But yeah, the monument is why we need so much protection. We might even end up going for like the crafting guilds. Ooh. Man, that's going to be really tough for me to do. I'll accept and see if we can get her done, but in the White Knight's up here, but he can't take this. The real White Knight could take it. We are now very good. We have met the humble Twinmont. Duchess Philippa Stratford of the Free City Twinmont bows deeply to you. clearly aware of your reputation in the realm. Greetings, Divine Censor Gaius Julius Mento. We rarely meet a Divine Censor as benevolent as you. We are honored to be graced with your glory, and hope that all feudal paragons will learn from your wisdom. Well, we can make that happen. You see, I don't like this city. I like you a lot more. So I think we're gonna make that happen. I could give them this orb. We'll see. Oh, an incredible pickup from my goat. That's why you should always have scouts on auto explore. Honestly, I should pump out a few more. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is our first blessed field. It looks like someone's here. Is this someone, or is this... A new contender in this realm appears before me. Tell me, Divine Censor, Gaius Julius Mento, are you a master, or are you a pawn? Everyone, say hello to the undying Imperator, Septimus Sula, who leads the Legion of Orcs and is the other architect on the realm. Septimus Sula once invaded the realm of Britannia, but was repelled by the might of the once and future King Arthur. In desperation, he opened the gates to Tartarus in search of demonic forces that could aid him in his conquest, and the Ninth Legion answered his call. With demonic might, they burrowed into the realm betwixt to set the stage for his comeback. But the Tribunus, Gaius Julius Mento, betrayed him and his legion. Thankfully, one remained loyal. The Flamen Plutonius Nerva was able to open a crack just large enough for the Imperator to slip through, and now the true Ninth Legion of Orcs shall feast upon the realm of Avalon. Yep, this is the bad guy. He leads the Legion of Orcs. They, as mentioned, are the other architect culture, the Architect of Shadow. They are Scions of Evil and Ritual Cannibals. In fact, there are a number of events that pop up in King Arthur Legion 9, with the demonic choice involves eating people. So, you know, it fit. Now, I did give them the weak constitution. Again, the thought process was Avalon is rejecting them, but we were welcome to Avalon. Well, Gaius wasn't, but he made peace with Avalon, whereas Septimus Sula is brute force his way in, so he is very much not welcome. So he has the weak constitution, where health regen in the world map is reduced by 50%. This, to me, feels like it's such a headache, but we'll see if it works out. He also has Arcane Focus, for 15% magical attacks, resistance for +1 defense, +1 resistance against magic attacks, spells, other effects, and defensive tactics. I also just now realize that this is the default traits for the Ancients. So, I didn't think about it. I just clicked the button, and it worked out. As for his bonuses, Septimus Sula came in with 1 bonus on Locked Tome, and he himself is leader level 8. He just made it here. He doesn't get bonus cities like Mordred. The Sinister Spy is his personality. He likes empires that break treaties. He likes empires with a weaker economy. He dislikes empires with stronger research. He just likes empires that trade. His strategy is to be covert. He likes to gain vassals. He likes to explore. He likes to exploit. So, this is one of the big bads, and it is not one that we're going to get along with. We shall threaten him. Oh, by the way, Censor, Gaius' title. The Censor was the highest possible rank in the Republic of Rome that you could be elected to. It was ruled, the Republic of Rome was ruled by 2 consuls, but the Censor was above the consuls in the matters of maintaining the census, some stuff with the treasury, and public morals, which is why the English word censorship is derived from that. Also, I have found a new magical material. Do I have a scout nearby? I do. Mordred, you absolute bastard. Hey, buddy. Do you wanna do this? Okay. Do you want to do this? Maybe. I would definitely buy the silver tongue fruit if you had it. Alright, well. This looks like we're waiting here. I might not give him a claiming pact. Province claiming pact. So that he constantly builds up grudges. We'll see. Okay, this is awake. I need to be careful here. I think we're going to chill for a moment and build an army, because we have 8 turns until the next hero. Bathhouse going. So, do you own all of this? Okay, Needle Tower. That's his next city. So he's already expanded. I have feelings and thoughts about that. Keep going. We have our city up, or our Wizard Tower. Probably start with the tavern, right? I mean, start with the tavern. We currently are stable just because of the affinity bonus going on. Okay, which is ready for Tinwant. It's fantastic. Empire skills available. We already have 4 city cap, which is fantastic, and it did not affect the cost of the expanded governance. That's quite good. You know what? I am going to go for Carrier Soldiers. Shock, Shield, and Polar units gain experience faster. We do not have Pole Arms yet, but it will affect the other things. We can even boost out the Lucid Forest here. We're going to gain bonus mana per conduit, and we do have a conduit here. And of course, we gain Imperium. That's the more important part. Very good. Very, very good. And who might this be? Is that Lady Morgause? So you are Divine Censor Gaius Julius Mento of the Roman Souls of Avalon. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. Everyone say hello to Mother Witch Queen Morgause, who leads the United Pict Tribes, which I will tell you more about if the game will let me hover it. In life, the Witch Queen Morgause was a distant mother to Mordred and ruled the northern Pict savages with an iron fist. Like her son and King Arthur, she too fell at the Battle of Camlan, but it was not the Lady of the Lake that brought her to Avalon. She awoke in the realm betwixt thanks to a blood ritual of the Picts. Unfortunately, their primitive magic returned her to a weakened state. When the opportunity arose, she joined forces with her son, slew the Picts that had returned her, aided him in crafting the Excalibur, and ultimately helped him destroy King Arthur. Unfortunately, the two of them had a difference they could not overcome. The new, once and future king wished to stamp out the old faith of Avalon, and Morgause, the Witch Queen, could not permit that. The Pictish tribes of the old faith once again gather under her banner, seeking ever greater power from the darkest depths of the old faith. The United Pict Tribes are our barbarian representatives. They are the ritual cannibals and ruthless raiders, the ultimate Unga Bunga. And they are strong and hideous stench. The Unga Bunga. You can even see a corruptor back there. She herself is a militant warlord. She likes empires that are at war. She likes empires that start wars. She does like empires with a weaker military. And she does like empires with good relations with free cities. She is driven by war. She will never surrender. She likes to exterminate. And she likes to expand. Mommy Morgause. Excuse me, this is not mommy. This is mother. Mother Morgause had one bonus, and that was leader level 4. But I noticed something. Is this Lady Cantigan? It is. Excuse me. Moon Woman Cantigan is one of the few picked sorceresses who has stood alongside the once and future king and lived. After helping him thwart the schemes of a former chieftain, she fled the zealous tyrant and found a new home alongside his mother. The Witch Queen may share Mordred's love of the Iron Fist, but she could not be more different when it comes to matters of faith. At least to her, the picks of the old faith are useful citizens. There's actually an event. Oh, is it Righteous King versus Tyrant? There's an event in the later stages of Knight's Tale where you can befriend a picked tribe. I think it's Christian versus Old Faith. Do not take this from me, though. This is mine. You can't have it. I'll brute force it. Let's go. Tell me I won't. Whatever. Juggernaut. Okay. Ooh. I might try and build a city down here. The problem is I don't have underground adaptation, right? So even if I build a city, I'm going to be expanding so slow. You have done well. Over here. Oh, this is the edge of the map. Okay, well. Here's Twinmont. So we'll go grab this. We should be, yeah, next turn will be cooperative, so they'll open the border. We can grab this. Ooh, look at that. Searing Blade is in. Just time for the next thing. I guess we'll grab Wrath of Faithful. We will eventually all be faithful, so that's nice. Tavern is in. We should get the bathhouse. Well, I could get this for free. I should get this. And do this. 5 turn. No. It'll slow down. Wait, hold on. We good? Yeah, we're good. Albina Virgil. Can grab her next. Straight. Now, it's very important here. I think I have to go for this. Each discipline has 2 options that it can further expand to. These are all mutually exclusive with each other. And I want to go this way, right? I think so. I believe so. So we'll grab the Blast Evocation. This is a single target. Just kidding. This is a one this is a 1 hex radius. 20 damage. Full action. Inflict burning. Okay. The other one is Chaining Evocation. This is, despite the fact that this is fire damage and inflicts burning, it is not a cascade, which is normally how this works. This is a jump, just like Chain Lightning, but it's just fire damage. We're going to grab Blast Evocation so I can grab Withering Magic into Amplified Magic. Of course, if we wanted the chaining, we could still go this direction, but I would be missing out on Amplified Magic and Amplifying Elements. So I have to go to here and then go to the gate. Probably still getting the gate anyway. It's a very good defensive ability. What's up? Are we going to enter into a defensive pact with King Mordred? You know what? Let's do it. Next turn. He's probably already met his mother. We're not sharing vision. That's a trap. If I share vision with Mordred, he'll be able to see the people that I've seen. Oh, mother. We're going to have to kill mother. So we're going to declare rival here. Yeah. We can also fabricate a grievance. You know what? Let's go. Divide et Impera. Except not a whole lot of waiting, just straight murdering. Okay. I do want to clear this stuff. This is in a very inconvenient location, because I can't just pop that on Outpost here and then grab it. There's the Throne of the Imperator. Wow. Okay, we're finding people. There's King Kong. That's terrifying. What even attacked you? Did someone throw their body at you? It looks like it. Do I kill this? I think the answer is yes. Oh, we're going to build some roads. Do I want this too? No? I mean, I do. The question is, when do I want it? You know? Every time I say I'm going to try not making road gore, I make road gore anyway. But we'll see. Perhaps I can try. The Demon Ring. Oh, I want this, but it seems like, how do I claim it? I suppose technically the Temple of Vesta could. No, it couldn't. Needle Tower could. Getting some ideas on that. Oh, by the way, to finish my thought about the Censor. I believe that it is believed that the... Oh, let him go. The role of Censor was created because there were consuls of the plebeian class that were coming up. So they didn't want the plebes to have access to... I guess I just grab another breaker. To have access to, like, the treasury and stuff. They thought that something bad would happen. So, yeah. They did that instead. Could build a gold mine here. I'm doing okay on money. Build a farm here, and then probably just turn it into a wonder stone. Or the monument. Monument's count as a conduit. They were bugged for a while. Oh, I can't dedicate them to anything else. I need 3 or more. Okay. So I had an idea of... So the way this works... The monuments will always be dedicated to the affinity that you choose. But the affinity incarnate will always be based off of your largest affinity. So I could dedicate this to, I don't know, Materium, and gain Materium affinity from the monument, but I would still be using spirit damage because I would still have the most order. Does that make sense? Whatever, we'll dedicate to order. Double Vesta can expand. I'm going to take this. I'm just going to box her in. The question is, do I make this a farm or do I make this a quarry? This is already boosted in... Oh, gosh. Maybe just make it a farm. Growing is good. Yep. And there's a fish thing in here, too, so... Is beautiful. String Blades is ready. I probably should cast this before we started fighting, but that's okay. This will make our polearm shank, shield, fighter, and skirmisher units melee attacks deal +4 fire damage, -2 physical damage, and a 10% bonus damage to targets that are burning. Currently, we're not doing a whole lot of the burning thing, but we will. We will. That is the Rainbow Clover. I don't care. I'm interested in... Here's it. Here it is. Mentioned in the Silver Tongue Fruits. I have discovered the Dragon's Dusk. Representations I might gain +5 gold. The Ancient Draconic Frenzy combat enchantment. Oh. And actually, with 3 provinces adjacent to this, can unlock tier 4 and 5 dragons. Wow. That alone might be worth figuring out how to make a city down here. I'm not joking. We only be able to build huts, but I don't think it matters. So for Morgause, I only made 2 other heroes, and the Moon Woman is the second one. So that means she has at least 2 what? The Cosmic Winds. desert. From the outer skies above the realm, cosmic winds flagellate the world. Wherever they blow, vegetation is burned or sanded down. Rivers and lakes dry up. Not even the thickest wall or highest mountain can repel the currents. You are at the mercy of the fickle gales issued by the cosmos. You can only witness how your domain slowly erodes into a barren desert. Provinces turn into desert around the world, and the blinding sands is active in combat. Each unit has a 60% chance of becoming blind for 1 turn. That is very unfortunate, but we shall weather this storm. I think we're also going to have to bot Mother. I would go for this in a heartbeat if I could annex it. Oh well. I think Mother's getting a little too close to us, team. I think Mother's going to have to pay the ultimate price, team. Look at that. Another handcrafted region. One concern I did have is that the mobs would be too heavy-handed. There's not a lot of feedback on them just yet because, you know, they're kind of new. Let it be known the more Gaius has crossed me. Septimus, you've crossed everyone. Maybe it'd be worth it. Because I am getting units from my own culture, right? And the Watcher did get buffed. I don't know if there's like a good explanation for me having a Watcher, but... Oh, Kingston is expanding as well. You're here in 5 turns. You get the Earthbreaker. Okay. Alrighty. Need to make more Guardians, honestly. The recruitment points come in every rally, right? I think so. Mother. Oh, Mother. I want to steal your points. Wow, that is actually so annoying. Maybe we don't care, though. Maybe we go north. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows? Okay. Father Oak, this is someone. Convent is in. We could get the fire arrows. We're going to have range units just because, again, there are anti-large thingy, but I think we're going to grab the Wayfinder. Mother declared rivalry. That's unsurprising. That's expensive. Okay. You think befriending Twinmont will help secure your path to victory? Actually, yes, I do. Good. The diplomatic approach will assure victory. Hey, buddy, old pal. No, I don't want. I want you to pay me good money. We want gold, right, team? Maybe I want mana. Thank you. Thank you, King Mordred. I do want open borders, but... You built an outpost here and then expanded this way, huh? Okay. I think I'm going to put you on auto as well. I think this was going to happen. I think eventually... Do I even want an Earthbreaker? We have a Cultivator. Get a Guardian. Alright. All according to Keikaku. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Look at that, a Lesser Stone Spirit. Where are you going? Move forward, find people. Like this! Ah. Okay, so this is another character I didn't make any special heroes for this character because this is Morrigu. So, you are the divine censor, Gaius Julius, Mento of the Roman Souls of Avalon. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering, and she will most likely decide that. Morrigu is a character that was introduced in the post-game Season 2, the Rising Eclipse, which is, what they're called. King Arthur's poison corrupted all that it touched in Avalon and beyond. The Sidhe were helpless against its poison, helpless against the destruction of their Green Knight, helpless against the Christians' desecration of the Deep Wood, and helpless against the Roman intrusion to their home realm. The Rising Eclipse has returned, one of the greatest Sidhe to ever live, and the Morrigan will endeavor that they are never helpless again, or die trying. So yes, this is the Morrigan. She leads the Rising Eclipse, which was like a unification of the Seelie and the Unseelie courts, although it was a tentative unification. I didn't really have a culture that could represent that well, but the Oathsworn Strife were kind of the closest, I thought. They are adept settlers, and they are ruthless raiders. They are also vulnerable to physical, strong, arcane focus, and resilience. So we'll see how they all make that work. Also, the Morrigan, Morrigu, start with 1 bonus tome, 1 bonus hero, and leader level 10. The maximum it could be, because she was the endgame apex opponent. Oh, right. She was bugged, too. I'm not sure why, but when I went to select a personality, she only had like half of them listed. I have never encountered that bug before, and I never have encountered it since. So she's like the 3rd character I made, so I went through a whole bunch of characters without encountering that. So I left it on random, and it gave her Demonic Warlord, which is a choice. She likes empires that break treaties, she likes empires that execute prisoners, and she just likes empires with vassals, just like empires that have many alliances. And she is driven by war, she will never surrender, and she likes to exterminate, and she likes to expand. She is currently an adherent, which is, I suppose, expected by the Oathsworn of Strife. All you have to do is fight people. So she is leading the Sidhe. Oathwarden Jing Steel stance at the Free City Silence greets you with a wicked smile. Your so-called benevolence only makes you weak. I will prove to the people of Silence and everyone of this realm that there is no such thing as right and wrong, only strength and weakness. War. Oh, he's the Oathsworn of Strife. That's not surprising. Okay. Well. War it is, team. Oh no, the bounty has failed. Did you clear it? You did. The White Knight, is this Lady Dindrain? It is. Lady Dindrain has always lived in the shadows of her older brother, Sir Percival, but her archery skills have allowed her to forge her own path in Avalon. Following her brief separation with her brother, Lady Dindrain tentatively joined Mordred to continue her search for the Holy Grail. In time, they found the most holy of Christian relics. Lady Dindrain never imagined she would kneel before anyone other than the Lord Almighty, but this once and future king has proven himself worthy. She's like one of the first characters you unlock, and she is the source of the Lord Almighty joke. So I had to include her. Going over here, we're going to get some more Ancient Wonders. Sorry for the cut that happened for the bounty. I've been recording for like 2 hours, so I had to, you know, we could absorb these guys. They are evil, though. But we could absorb them to get this. That might not be a bad idea. I'll take a break, you know? 2 hours, break time. Another of the new wonders. Wow. All right, sure. Should I find... Oh. Hail, divine Censor Gaius, Julius, Mento. It seems we share kinship. My name is Lancelot. Too many Gardier wage war on the realms. I find it more rewarding to make peace. Don't you agree? This is brave Sir Lancelot, and he leads the Council of Righteousness. Sir Lancelot was one of Britannia's greatest knights. So great was his power and his virtue that many suspected an otherworldly presence behind him, and they were partially right. Lancelot was raised in the realm of the Sidhe after the Lady of the Lake saved him from unseelie captors. When he finally arrived in Avalon, he departed from the politics of Camelot and struck out as a hedge knight to protect the innocent from ne'er-do-wells and the Sidhe. Now he has united a portion of ex-Camelot warriors with a subsection of the Seelie court to create a Council of Righteousness in opposition of Mordred's new Camelot that seeks to claim and fundamentally change all of Avalon. So this is what happens when you are a tyrant. King Arthur Knight's Tale, it's a fantastic game, by the way. If you haven't played it or seen in the playthroughs, it's so much fun. But if you go tyrant, or each of the moralities have like an opposite thing that happens in Act 3. Oh, I don't know. Is Act 3 the religion and Act 4 the morality? That sounds right. But anyway, if you're a tyrant, Lancelot will branch off and become like one of your main opponents in Act 4. And then you get to kill a whole bunch of other righteous characters. Like, I remember specifically killing Sir Lucan. I don't know why. But then Lancelot has like 3 quests associated with him. Anyway, the Council of Righteousness are high culture representative. They are devotees of good, just like us, and ancient wise ones because they have Seelie with them. That's also why they're high culture instead of feudal. They have arcane focus, overwhelming tactics, and they are cheerful. He himself is a chivalrous diplomat. He likes empires that have many alliances. He likes empires with good relations to free cities. He dislikes empires that break treaties, and he dislikes empires that start wars. His strategy is to form alliances, to never break treaties, to explore, and to expand. Good old Lancelot has been given the bonus of 1 extra tome, 1 additional starting hero, and he started at level 4. We are actually, like, pretty good, I think. 130, 230 for Mordred. Are you broke on mana? What's happening here? Maybe we should give him a turn. Okay. So they found Sir Lancelot. Someone is still missing. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 people are still missing. We'll find them. Don't you worry. Let me get a shrine going. Temple of Vesta can annex. If I could blow up this mountain, that'd be cool, but I cannot do that. And like I said, we're gonna be pretty... Do I want to wait until I can get this? Just grab this so I can grab that too. We're not going to have any nature affinity. So we won't be able to do expensive reach. Morgause and Septimus are at war. Okay. Interesting. Crepidimum has returned the stone because it's Supreme Vassal. We could integrate it. Kind of rather not at the moment. TBH. I would love to meet these individuals, but I can't right now. There you go. I met him. Duchess Sierra Forrester of the Free City Silverbridge greets you with a small gesture of awe. Most valiant Gaius, Julius, Mento, Silverbridge extends a cautious hand in welcome. Apprehension and excitement steer our words in equal measure. Seldom have we encountered one such as you, risen to the ranks of mortality to champion their people. How one cannot help but wonder, will you endeavor to rule these lands for good or for ill? They're chosen destroyers? Huh. I didn't know free cities could be chosen destroyers. But alright. So be it. We are about to get our next hero. I should have boosted this. But it is what it is. We... Oh. There were desert stuff happening. I don't actually want the Praetorian right now. Who's this? It looks like it's in the domain of Mr. Mondrin. Vision! Okay, so here's the Sealy Court. There's the Heart of the Deepwood. 16 already? Bruh. Okay, so this is she's in the corner of the map. There's no way there's someone over here, right? That would be kind of unfortunate. But there could be, I suppose. You're in a cool spot, Lancelot. Alright. You know the rules, and so do I. You approach the House of Hunger, built by the Archons long ago, and are greeted by chanting and a most foul odor. Peeking inside, you witness the mass of a cult, who have built half a dozen piles of bone and flesh. At their center, a butcher ogre feeds a gluttonous Kara rotting carcasses to empower it. The cultists chant about the coming of the World Devourer, augured to consume the realm. Once the Kara is sufficiently fed, the cultist will unleash it. The Order of the Glutton will soon set the devouring Kara loose upon the world. Their mad scheme should be stopped. Well, high risk. I can see that. Archon's ability to consume the piles of bone that are scattered across the map. This is actually kind of scary, really scary. Ooh, the AI loses. Okay. Okie dokie. I am restarting this fight because I'm being reminded of why this is so terrible. So I've done this battle before, and I believe the last time I did this, what happened was I let the Kara just kind of do whatever it wanted. I let it run around, it ate all these bone piles, and it lived its best life. I did eventually kill it, but it was tough. So this time, I tried focusing it down. But there's a problem. The Kara does not give a single shit about being tied up. Like, not even a little bit. So, you know. It just kind of walked around my tying up endeavors and then killed people. I, of course, am not a huge fan of that. You may also ask, why? I linked to the Archer. Come on, nail it. Nice. And that's because the Archer doesn't want to be blinded. And is also going to be like a key element in killing the Kara. Oh, this is so annoying. I had the perfect angle to come flank this, and this stupid Warlock's in the way. And if I... Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have this thing... Oh, it's blinded. That's right. So, what we can do... Move the Archer up. Never a sentence you want to say. Move the Paladin in. Try and smite this bitch. Get another heal in here. Cool. Alright. Now the Archer is still in the front line, which is not ideal, but We can make it work. Can somebody come kill this? Condemning does, like, nothing for me. If I waddle all the way over here. Please kill. Graze! Okay. I'm glad that isn't too friendly fire. So I can waddle over here, heal to full, and get 5 strength and then stab this guy. Then you go here. I don't know why that fumbled. I'm not going to ask questions. He's blinded, so the paladin can move over 1 to go here. You... What happens if you move back? Okay, great. It is so helpful that everything is blind. I mean, I should have healed first, let's be honest, but I'm going to heal you. Okay. The Kara's stuck. Not getting any bonuses from being a shock units. You get 1 heal. Let's go in there. And then we kill this. Finally. Unfortunately, Smite's not back, but... The fact that this is no longer a once per battle ability as well is so good. My friends, we did it! Boom. Oh, that one's so much better. Just lure the Kara into being surrounded by your units so it can't leave, resist the terrifying Gorge 1-tap, and heal through the giant AoE Screech. Done. That's how you win. You have thwarted the scheme of the Order of the Glutton and slain the gorging Kara. While inspecting the House of Hunger, another Butcher Ogre jumps out from a hidden alcove, attempting to escape. With the last corruptor leaving the temple, the grace of the Archons that once ennobled this House of Hunger is restored, and you feel their arcane blessings surge through your body. Yet the House of Hunger is still befouled by filth and decay. How will you deal with the cult's mess? Gaius, Julius, Mento. Stuff it up. So we get some money. We get 79 Imperium, which is a turn of Imperium. We could grow the Temple of Vesta, or we can just push her. We're going to grow. Never mean to the craft for the Temple of Vesta. That will allow us to instantly absorb it, which gives us Imperium, gives us mana, counts as a conduit knowledge per research post. Cool. We want to go to this now. Go here, go here, go here. Cool. Nice. Very nice. Road door. Wayfinder enchantment is in, meaning we can pick up our first tier 2 tome. Now, I know exactly what I want here. At tier 2, we have a new tome and a rework tome. I'm going to get the new tome first because it's new, although I really can't make much benefit of it right now. This is the Tome of Virtue. This is a pure order tome that gives us a minor racial transformation, the Virtuous Spirit. This is where the Paladin actually comes from. We have the House of Charity city structure, the Heroic Stand ability, which is incredibly powerful, and the Biblically Accurate Angel. There is a tremendous irony in a Roman-inspired culture getting biblically accurate angels. But that's okay.
Not in the darkest night. Not in the face of horror. Not even in their last breath should the virtuous yield. You are the last bastion against vileness. The last light in the abyss. An age may come when hope dies, when there are no more righteous people. But it is not this age, for you have not yet fallen.
Inspired by Aragorn's speech, no doubt. So we're going to take the Virtuous Spirit first. Again, we can't produce the Paladin because it requires a Tier 3 city. We cannot summon the Vigil because it requires a level 2 Wizard Tower. So let's get the one thing we can actually do. Although it will take us literal ages to do so. I would love to be able to build things faster. Build and recruit things faster. The bathhouse is in the Temple of Vesta. Let's get research and construction. Gaius Julius Mento has leveled up twice. So, if we follow this right side, the path of the Paladin, Warrior's Fervor dispels negative state effect per stack of fervor consumed. Seems pretty good. I kind of want to go for Fervorous Martyr. We gain fervor whenever we take damage. We're going to have, like, infinite fervor. Which is kind of the point. So take that, and we will also grab Defense. And then we're going to be going for Radiant Retribution. Because we're going to deal our own retaliation. I guess we could take the Demon Ring. It is... Gaius is a demon, after all. Just a little bit. Albina Virgil has reached level 4. Ooh, I think we go Initiative Chaos for you. I'm going to do that. And we are going to get... Well, let's grab a... kind of want to get the support stuff. But I kind of want to go down the Elementalist tree. I want to do so much. We'll grab Withering Magic, so attack and debuff abilities inflict status vulnerability for 3 turns. And we're going to grab Amplified Magic. This will increase our magical attacks by 10%. They've removed and reduced a whole bunch of this. So, you know. We'll see if we can make it work. New Empire skills available. It is the Call of Chaos. I don't think we want that. It could be funny, and I do have a lot of Imperium right now. Productive Gravel Strands. Oh, no. Guild Mistress Saga Brassier of the Free City Gravel Strand addresses you with a professional formality. Ah, a new potential business partner. It is fantastic to make your acquaintance, Gaius Julius Mento. I know that if we cooperate, Gravelstrand can help you build great things. Or destroy them. Give Saga Brassier one of your Whispering Stones. What do we got? Yes, indeed. Ooh. What's happening here? That. That's it to Missoula. And here is Titus Accius. This is the, as far as I'm aware, the only other named enemy in the Septimus Sula fight. I think. With Gaius Julius Mento's betrayal, the 9th Legion needed a new tribunus. One who had fully embraced the demonic gifts of Orcus and with unwavering loyalty to the Imperator. Titus Accius willingly offered up what little remained of his soul for the position. And he is a warlock, of course. There were a few characters that had... It's hard, how do I even explain what this face is? It's like a skull with horns that come out of it. And this is kind of like the closest thing I could generate easily. And trust me, I was all about ease after hours, days of being in the character creator. Grab Wayfinder enchantment so our scouts can move. I like to move it, you know. We're going to get another hero in 2 turns. We have a few characters we could get. I want the Praetorian. The problem is the Praetorian has Elitist, right? So he wants to be fighting with Gaius. Actually, that means I should get him sooner. Because the Elitists, their major ambition is to reach level 12. It takes for freaking ever. Just buy more deserts. So we're going to want to get that up and running. Okay. We're going to grab the bed chambers next. Hopefully I can take it. Hello? Thank you for the money. Another House of Hunger. Man, these blessed regions are beautiful. I wish I had one. And this is where I put my trophy, if I had one. Can I get open borders with you? You still want this? Fine. I'm going to get open borders so that I can leave. And if we pump out a scout, which I should do. We can... Ooh. Try and get some of the Wonderstone that's over. I'm gonna auto you. Okay. I already trespassed, so I might as well move through here and see what's cracking. Nova Roma can annex. We do want to move over here if we can. And I love having water provinces. So we're about to lose a farm. I wouldn't mind another research post. I wouldn't mind another quarry either. Can't boost this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Quarry it is. I mean, arguably I should have built... Nah, whatever. Wave of Enchantment is in. Our scouts are now very fast. The Curious Pembleton. Guild Mistress Vendi Estvalen of the Free City Pembleton greets you with some curiosity. It's a goat! Legendary Gaius, Julius, Mento, it is rare for Pembleton to meet an ascended champion like you. Nevertheless, we ask that you respect the territory and independence of Pembleton. Metropolitan Goatkin. And you happen to have a magical material. You're also neutral. It would upset Mordred if we took it from him, but it wouldn't upset me. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I have 4 surveyors out. Should I get more? 4 feels like a lot. What kind of quest has a primordial creature in it? I don't know. Feels like the game had to think for a second. Alright. Ashdown. That's one of the programmed cities. I don't remember what quest was there, but... Alright. Sorry, Mordred. It is said only fools would disturb the eternal bedchambers of Queen Mortica the Healer. This, however, does not stop you. In the center of the tome, you find a large altar with several preserved corpses draped around a decorated queen, looking like sleeping lovers even after centuries of being buried. Suddenly, the decorated corpse stirs and opens her eyes, her undead lovers following suit. Raspy voices echo through the tomb as they arise and beckon you. Welcome, intruders, Mortica the Healer grins. Have you come to reignite the flames of our passion with your essence? This debauchery must end to arms. Okay. Again, rich coming from Romans, but... Alright. So this is a special encounter because the goal is to kill this character. That is the one and only thing that matters. So we're gonna get started on it. So we do have the blind on the archer again. I suppose we can cleanse it. I don't really want to. Maybe I should have saved this. Maybe I can bait something over here with the doggo. We'll see. If we have to, I can summon the spirits. AI is being very reserved here. Don't like it. It's suspicious. You know the saying. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay. This guy can charge into either of these. I need to displace her, so I'll make sure we move out of the way. I suppose at that point, Gaius might as well move up. See if we need to summon in the elemental. The demon thing died. Is that a one-turn endeavor? Okay. I don't like this. I'm sorry, do you have wind barrier on? Are you a wind barrier? Okay. Here's what we do. Why are you stuck? You are immobilized. I don't know why, but you are. So... Go here. Go here. I moved blind, but not immobilized. Okay, great. Cool. Is what I would say if it was in fact cool. But unfortunately, it's not cool. This is gonna come back right away. Or it should be next turn, right? Okay, it was a mistake for me to use my refresh here, because now I could refresh and kill her, I think. Oh, aw. Clever. Clever little girl. Okay, so we run in here. Fervor. Punch, punch. Oh, I'm blinded. Right. So I can come stand on this. I mean, I'm burning, but... Aren't we all a little burning inside? Oh, good job, babe. Okay, we can kill that. We cannot kill that. I like that smite. Get on my face. Okay, so this thing being dead is going to open the way for this for her to die next turn, I think. I hope, anyway. That knockback was really unfortunate. Why would you do that? Question mark? The game is thinking. Well, okay. She does have wind barrier, the bitch. Okay, hold on. Oh, we got him. Ja ja. Not my cleanest, but no losses, so we'll take it. The Light Vessel of True Sights. Again, I don't care about Umbral Paladin. You have defeated the undead queen and her lovers. The queen rises once more and claps her hands, impressed. Her raspy voice once again echoes through the eternal bedchambers. You have impressed me, divine Censor, Gaius, Julius, Mento. Not many are able to do so. You have ignited passions within me I had long forgotten. For that, I wish to thank you. The Lich Queen bows. I am yours, O divine Censor, as is my wealth. I no longer have need of it. See the sphere, which might not be bad, although it is frost, which is kind of insulting to our Keeper of the Divine Flame. I don't care about recruiting her. We could skip one turn on our research, or we can get 10 good boy points. Nah, do some knowledge. Love me some knowledge. Now the question is... I think we are leaving. Because I want to fight Mother, and I don't want to fight Mordred. I wouldn't mind leaving. There's a quarry with an iron deposit on it, perhaps more importantly. Get the blacksmith, and then we'll go up to tier 3, which will let us produce paladins when we get there. We have a nice little handcrafted region here. Vision! Ah, there he is! Behold, the Blinty boy. Another ruler comes to threaten my empire. Just stay out of my way, and I will stay out of yours. Everyone say hello to the deep frozen dwellers. The deep frozen dwellers are an anomalous existence on Avalon. In this realm of faith and willpower, their only belief is in that of their first Iceborn. Often called the Under-Wyrd, the ancient mole Blint has single-handedly manifested an industrious will for his people, pushing them to ever greater mastery of the frozen underground and the dark elemental powers in the deepest recesses of Avalon. However, he himself remains donned in the primal gear of a forgotten age when the Molekin were no more advanced than the savage pigs on the surface. His people wholeheartedly believe that it is to remind them, and himself, of how far they have advanced, pushing them to continue ever onward. Personally, he finds the armor too stuffy. Here's Blinty boy. I really wasn't sure what to do for Blint, and then I realized I haven't done an ice campaign. And the reason I thought of it is because of the, what are those things called? I called it, I want to do a mini campaign before we return to the Blint Saga, because there's an achievement to have Arctica join Mage Haven along with a bunch of the other wizards. There's like 5 wizards or something you need in your Mage Haven at the same time, and 4 of them come from the story realm, but Arctica is the only one that doesn't. So I was inspired by that and made Blint a Frostboy. And of course he is our industrious culture representative, and I threw in a YOLO here. I gave him the Vision of Destiny. The AI doesn't really know how to treat the visions, according to the developers. They don't really have codes for if they have the vision society trait. It just, some of them just kind of happen. So I don't know what he picked, but he picked something. Can I remember what his tomes were? Why does he have a nature affinity? Did he pick nature? Although it's supposed to give you +2 affinity. That doesn't make any sense. Anywho, here's the Vision of Destiny. I thought about using this one as well instead of the Vision of Promise, but I'm glad I chose a Vision of Promise. Basically, you get to pick from any of the affinities, and you get something based off that. So Order is Peacemakers, Chaos is Conqueror, Astral is Scholar, Materium is Artisan, Nature is Cultivator, and Shadow is Deathbringer. And your units get a permanent power upon completion, apparently. So, and Subterranean Society. Because he is, subterranean. They buffed Subterranean Society as well. It is now guaranteed to have an underground passage spawn near your capital, if you have this trait. He, of course, has Underground Adaptation, he is resistant, and he has the new chariot mounts. So chariots are, you can see them in the background kind of, they're pretty OP in that they make all of your models that are cavalry or optional cavalry single entity. So they are unaffected by casualties, which of course is pretty strong. They also get some bonus HP, and they are careless. So in defense mode, they lose 1 defense, or their defense mode only gives them +1 defense, +1 resistance instead of +2/+2. So we'll see how that pans out for him. He's industrious, I'm assuming he doesn't mind. He himself is a reserved isolationist. He likes empires that do not start wars. He likes empires with few alliances. He dislikes empires that have defeated other empires. And he dislikes empires with vassals. His strategy is to isolate. He is wary of treaties. He likes to exploit. And he likes to expand. Do you have any, No. I don't think he's going to give me anything for this, but... yeah. Alright, Blint. What is this? What? Huh. I am so confused. This is a city ruined, but it's also saying it's an infestation? Question mark? I'm gonna delete this bird. Bird is not the word. Burn. Burn. Bird's not the word. Burn. Alright, so that was fun. I don't know where he is, but... oh, this is one of his vassals. I kind of want to go get that. That is Wonderstone. At tier 3, we get the Affinity Obelisk. These are super OP, but we need to get more monuments going. I need to get this going as well. But this might be before the tier 3. 200 gold to boost that? I don't think so. Albina Virgila has leveled up. So... I kind of want to get this. I kind of want to get that. Playing elements. +1 damage for each unit in combat with burning, electrified, frozen, stunned, or slowed. Or evocations deal 50% more damage, which is this thing. Refreshes all ability cooldowns and gains elemental focus. If this hero is not engaged in melee when its turn starts, then it gains 20% damage on its magic attacks and abilities until it moves. I think we're going to get a lot of this stuff, but we'll grab... I feel like Amp Element seems really strong. It's going to be stronger later, too. Hail Whispers is ready. Let's go Pebbleton. I think I want to get the Praetorian. Hey, look, it's Biggest Dickus. The Praetorian's not here! Oh. I forgot I made him a Trollkin governor. That's so funny. Should we get the Sicarius, then? Since we're going to fight Mother. I'm going to have to remember that he is a duelist. Alright. Oh, he spawned here. That's so... alright, this is my capital now. So convenient. There's a lot I need to kill over here, though. Well, this. That's... holy... Morgause died? Is that what that said? Friendship between Mordred and Septimus? No! Friendship between Septimus and Mordred? No! I'll take some mana. You don't understand. The Honorable Quench. Oath, Warden, Amico, Brandguard of the Free City Quench greets you formally. The Honor Guard of the Ancient Vestiges flank her. Your reputation precedes you, Gaius Khan. The face of the Oath Warden is strict, but there is sincere respect in her eyes. We have no quarrel with you, although you are a stranger to our ways. The oath we took requires us to welcome you as friends. Oh, so you're an, Illustration of Harmony. Yep. Although you're Umbral Disciples, which is an amusing juxtaposition. Why did everyone else spawn near cool stuff? I feel wronged. I would kind of like to know where Blint is. You know? I'd also kind of like to have this. I mean, if we're not going to kill Mother, we can take that, right? Hmm. What if Mordred hasn't... Oh, I probably shouldn't have killed the bird. I thought this was the edge of the map. It's not. There's so much stuff over here. Okay, killing the bird was a mistake. There's another one of these. It's probably so relevant because there's prevalent word, I should say. Yank. Because of the Blessed Fields. Well... Why is it so fast? Whatever. We are going to want Benevolent Conquerors. Then it turns from the gates. I think we just go. I mean, there's so much over here I want to clear. I could clear these and then make my way down, although I've already moved. Making my way downtown. Ooh. Betting on that. Back to auto, please. I like mana. So this is the Sicarius Florianus Drusus. Florianus Drusus never uses his real name. Sicarius means assassin, and it is a fitting name for this undead legionary from the Roman underworlds. As a former street urchin from the shady alleys of Rome, he learned to survive by becoming a master of the swift blade and an expert of stealth. He used to serve as a scout in the Ninth Legion until he was fed up with the mindless violence of his companions and deserted them to follow Gaius, Julius, Mento. You should not be a human. I'm sensing a trend that all of them are going to be humans. And they're not supposed to be. Okay, I think this is what I had. Something like this. I didn't really replicate his helmet. I got this cool looking cowl, which is also part of the Archon. I'm not sure if this is from a mod that's unlocked stuff or just part of the new customization. I'm not sure. But I want a javelin for him, so he's going to be a skirmisher. They did change a few things here. Yeah, something looks wrong here. Different. Oh, there's no connection between the two trees. Oh, that's actually a huge change. They also buffed Scattershot. Wow. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to want him to have the javelin, so... We'll grab Ranger 1. And then we'll grab Skirmisher Training. Should we do Scattershot? I don't have a whole lot of AoE. So I'll go Scattershot, sure. And he'll be Initiative Chaos, because then he can get this. Cool. And again, he's a duelist, so he's going to want to kill Mother when we get around to it. And I'm probably have to write myself a note. The Sicarius kills Mother. Can you imagine someone else finding that note? Like, what? What do you mean? Oh, we can go straight into this. Cool. Let's do it. So this is the Tier 2 Monument. So the Architect units gain +2 Order Incarnate. We're gaining another one. Plus 20 City Stability. And we get another Order Affinity. Might as well. I have no money to build anything else. Because I have things that are queued, which is something you never do. Well, I don't know about never, but... Ill-advised, perhaps. More good declared rival. I mean, that's not surprising. Not surprising at all. We can declare war on Mother at any time. And I think we're going to be doing that at the end of today's episode. She's at war with someone else, right? So Mother's at war with Septimus. Okay, that explains why Mordred likes Septimus. But, I'm gonna need a wizard. Whoop! Mordred. Okay, I guess I'm leaving this alone then. We're moving on. Should we bring a scout with us? Just in case. Maybe. Might even pop out another scout. Virtuous Spirit is in... Oh, should I grab Heroic Stands? So House of Charity. The city loses 10% of its gold income and gains double that amount as food and production. I haven't decided how I feel about this. But I think it's positive, my feeling. We're going to take Heroic Stand here. Because it is an incredibly powerful spell. I think I'm going to boost this as well. In fact, let's do a super boost. So the Rite of Allegiance instantly gain 20 allegiance with all free cities. And we met someone. Another big boy. I don't know if I can do your voice right now, Baylor. I'll try. Don't use your throat, use your diaphragm. So you are divine Censor, Gaius Julius Mento, of the Roman souls of Avalon. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. This is the one-eyed god, Baylor, the Terrible. Oh, I forgot to mention, Blint, his bonuses was, he started at level 4. That's it. That's all he's got. Because Baylor got a lot of bonuses. But he leads the Fomorians, and he is the big bad, the original big bad, of Knight's Tale, King Arthur Knight's Tale. However, you also kill him in the post-game for King Arthur Legion 9. So in the spin-off game, it's like, oh, King Mordred couldn't do it. You get to do it instead. The Titan, the One-Eyed, the Terrible, the One from the Void. Baylor is a living god of the Fomorians that once fought against the Tuathe Dé Danann and their pet dragons. At the time, he could not be truly defeated, so that damnable Lady of the Lake cast him in to the void. But he has returned to claim Avalon once and for all, donning the bones of the enemies he once slew as a reminder of his past victories. To both his Fomorian and to any foolish enough to stand against him. So yeah, that's where the goats come from. I made them as big as possible, so they're orcoid body goats with max physique. And max heads as well. They look kind of crazy in the background. He is our dark culture representative, Umbral Disciples, and Science of Evil. I've mentioned this a few times, but I feel like the only way so far in the game to really depict corruption, like dark power corruption, is through Umbral Disciples. It's kind of a shame, but it is what it is. They are strong, hardy, athletic, and uncooperative. The Fomorian are few in number, so I figured uncooperative kind of makes sense. Although they do all serve the same purpose in the end, but... Baylor himself is a demonic warlord. He likes empires that break treaties, he likes empires that execute prisoners, he dislikes empires with vassals, he dislikes empires that have many alliances. He is driven by war, he will never surrender. He seeks to exterminate, and he seeks to expand. His bonuses are alarming. Because... where is it? He got 1 bonus tome, and he is leader level 10, just like Morrigu. He doesn't have any bonus starting cities, because he kind of like tears his way into the realm, and it's literally a 4v1. 5v1. Well, it's a 4v1 in Knight's Tale and a 5v1 in Legion 9. But yeah. So that's the big bad. There's one person we haven't met yet. One person. Is there a way out for you, Silverbridge? Because if you could, like... Oh, man, this is such a shit spot. Like, this is such a good area. Wonder, node, magic material, node, altar. And then you can kind of curve to this way up here. Which is, by the way, Camelot. Message received. We may not be so different after all, Gaius. Your actions are promising. Yeah, Lancelot's gonna like us. Good, a diplomatic approach will assure victory. You think befriending Pebbleton will help secure your path to victory? It will be my empire that rises above all. It looks like we have boosted ahead of Mordred. So we're going to be yoinking that from under his nose. You know, I might as well just take it. It has a magical material here, so I want this, right? I think I've already... Oh, I haven't looted it. Okay. Oh. You don't belong to anyone? Oh, okay, hold on. We're vassal gaming. Okay, we'll get Valorous Spirit. This is a 5-turn spell, but it will be worth it. I hope in the end. It's a very powerful transformation. Did I ever say what it does? I don't think I did. +2 spirit resistance for our entire culture. And when this unit drops below 60% of the maximum hit points, they ignore 50% of casualties. So when they're below 60% HP, if they've lost 2 models and they only have 1 left, they're at 33% efficacy. They're going to ignore that 66%, half of that 66% loss. So they will be back to 66% efficacy, if that makes sense. And +1 defense and +1 resistance. So as our front line is battered, beaten, and bruised, they'll suffer less penalties. We do have an army on its way, partial army as well, to support our crusade. No, we don't call it that anymore. Where is Baelor? How did I meet him? It's the heart of the Deepwood. There's a Citadel of the Righteous. I don't know where Baelor is. I can tell you that Blint's the only underground culture. So I'm assuming our final character is in this bottom corner here. Finally, the relentless cosmic winds recede. The world is given a chance to restore life in the barren deserts. You only vaguely remember what your world used to look like before. Much of what was lush and verdant has been scourged by the dry tempests. There is but one solacing thought, that all your rivals have endured the same sandy ordeal. Will you advance the desolate realm's restoration, or have the sandstorms inspired you to develop new tricks? So if any of our provinces were affected by the cosmic winds, which Reaver thought, we would be able to spend 231 mana to restore them, but sand doesn't blanket any of my lands, so I don't care. She has to be down here, right? Everyone gets a corner. Thank you for the Wonderstone. Why is it saying that this is faster? Crazy game. Mother! It is time. With major declaration, we shall declare war against Morgaus. Very well, Gaius, Julius, Mento, she says through gritted teeth. If it is a war you want, it is a war you will get. So we're in. Oh, I should have built roads to this. Darn. Oh well. A single scout. I don't know which mod is causing me to lose the pictures, but it is kind of annoying. Never mind the walls. I think that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else. Gaius can move here. We have another guardian joining, and then of course we have these fellers. You can make their way over. Build another bridge. How about you build a bridge and get over it? Anyway. I would like the Masonic Hall. I love production. Morgause has returned to the unholy circle. Thank you for telling me where it was. A new rally has begun. Look at this. We can get a Scald. Unfortunately, that's not our shtick. We could get a Blessed Soul. Guardian, Shademaker. Alright, we have some good choices here. We have a lot of points as well. I might try a Watcher because I don't think they functionally changed anything about the Watcher, but they gave him new VFX. Guildmistress Ella Forger of the Free City Runeforge is enthused about meeting you for the first time. You look ridiculous. Well met, Divine Censor Gaius, Julius, Mento. We have heard many great things about you. We deep frozen dwellers hope our humble free city can learn from you. Well, the opportunity to steal from Blint is always a good one. And it is a tier 4 city. So Skull Pit is once again going to be robbed. An advisor reports that a mystical seer set up shop east of the Temple of Vesta, offering knowledge of faraway territories and rulers. He visits you the same day. I sell secrets, Divine Censor. I know much about this realm and its denizens, and what little I know not. Divine. Your advisor then leans in and whispers, it is worth noting that he keeps the same information on you and yours for your rivals to exploit. The Seer Ogre presents an innocuous smile. The mystical seer is expected to reside in your domain for 15 turns before moving on. Well, shall we? We make contact with a randomly chosen ruler who you have yet to meet. There's only one we haven't met yet. First episode, we met all 8 opponents. You look terrifying. Hail, Divine Censor Gaius Julius Mento. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the last Tuathe Dé Danann, the Lady of the Lake. Many gods here make war. I aim to make peace. So this is the Lady of the Lake. In actual Arthurian legend, she's often named like Vivian or Nimue. There is a Nimue in King Arthur Knight's Tale, but it is not the Lady of the Lake. But she leads the stewards of the Old Faith. I said earlier that Morgause was mother. This is where Mommy has taken refuge. If I can scroll over it. The Lady of the Lake is the last of the mythical Tuathe Dé Danann race, who created Avalon as a safe haven between life and death. Long ago, she, her original children, the dragons, and the She expelled Baelor and his Fomorians into the void. But that threat has once again returned to her shores, following the failed resurrection of King Arthur. To right what had gone wrong, the Lady of the Lake brought Mordred into her realm and watched helplessly as he destroyed the old faith that held the realm together. But he did accomplish the task of slaying the corrupted King Arthur. Now, she has returned to put an end to the puppet that severed its own strings and keep watch over Avalon's new guests to ensure they do not follow in his wayward path. The Lady of the Lake is the Mystic Summoner representative. They are ancient wise ones and the keepers of knowledge. They have keen-sighted arcane focus and fast recuperation and are vulnerable to physical. Physical to vulnerable. This is where basically all of the Old Faith Knights went. Not all of them, because I could not be bothered to make them all. but I made a great number of them. And she also received quite a few boons. The Lady of the Lake has been given 1 additional starting tome, 2 additional starting heroes, and she herself is leader level 8. Hero level 8. She is also a preserving diplomat. So she likes empires with good relations with free cities. She likes empires that do not start wars. She dislikes empires with a smaller domain, and she dislikes empires that break treaties. Her strategy is to form alliances, to never break treaties, to explore, and to expand. She looks ridiculous because she has animal kinship on. It can't be helped. Do you want to give me some money? 280. Okay, we'll give her a turn. Give her a turn to think about it. Alright. So here's the heart of Avalon in the corner of Avalon. Unsurprising, I suppose. I would be... There is a landmark right there. I would be tilted by this spawn. My capital nestled around... Like, half of it is blocked by mountains. Oh. I really hope one day... I'm not saying to make it as bad as, the lava expansions. Because, like, it's I think a total of minus 20 city stability to expand into lava. But I feel like we should be able to expand into mountains, too, at some sort of cost. I would love that. It would make me so happy. But, yeah, she's way over here. Okay. Alrighty. Okie dokie. We'll end the turn, see the consequences of our actions, and bring an end to this first extra long episode. All 8 enemies have been found. Part of the... I kind of stopped... I mean, I made heroes for everyone, right? But, like, I made 6 or 7 for Mordred, and for the Lady of the Lake, and for Lancelot. And I kind of stopped doing it because I realized the AI is going to kill their custom heroes. They're going to die. They're going to be captured by somebody. I'm never going to meet them. This bug is amusing. You know? It's like, maybe I shouldn't bother as much as I'm bothering. Granary? Good to me. We'll save for tier 3 here. You guys are going in here. 3 turns. I think we can start this and then leave it, though. I don't think this guy has to stay here for 3 turns. At least I hope not. I hope not. We could make this... Ooh. The Moon Woman is coming. We could make this, another city. I think it should be released, though. Like, Twinmont would make a fantastic city. I'm not really against absorbing them, I guess. Guess they are. Think about that. I have been pondering the many allies and enemies I have in this realm. I'm glad that you seem to be one of the former. Let us try to bring our empires closer together. Are we going to be in a full-blown alliance, Mordred? Yes, we are. Wait, does that complete the, No. Although, if I can afford it, I should do this. Because that gives me Wonderstone. To her. Wonderstone! You want to learn about anybody? You want to go crush the stewards of the old faith? That sounds like something you'd want to do. Oh, money. Thank you, Mordred. Camelot is your realm. Now. So here is our architect. This is our tier 3 cultural unit, and it is a support unit. And we're going to have a lot of fun with this character. But basically, they have a typical support attack that inflicts under defenses under resistance. They can summon a Tesseract, which is a little bit of a turret thing they can shoot. Just a surprising amount of damage. Then they can heal. I don't know if this was fixed yet. But they heal for 20 temporary hit points. Additionally, for each stack of Affinity Carnate the target has, it heals for 10 temporary hit points and Water Generation. I think, don't quote me on this. I think the way this is supposed to work is it's based on the Architect's Incarnate affinity, but it's functioning on the target heals. So if you heal a mythic unit, which of course cannot have your affinity mark on it, you only heal for 20. You don't get any of the bonuses. I think that's supposed to be changed, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Another reason not to use a mythic unit. I usually consider others to be pawns to be used I see fit, but you, Divine Censor, Gaius, Julius, Mento, maybe well more than that. Unfortunately, Septimisula, I was your pawn. And I refuse to be any more. Okay. My friends, that was it for this first extra long episode. I'm going to equip this later. Not yet. Later. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and are as excited as I am for the conquest of Avalon. I haven't decided how I want to win yet, but there is a new fantastical way for the Architects to win. I mean, it's the Age of Magic, but the monuments, the tier 4 monuments, can be used as golden wonders if we want to rip that. Again, lots of production will be needed, but we could do it. We could do it. An Age of Order under Roman rule. I'm kind of talking myself into it, but that's it for this first episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I was late. I hope this made it up, both with the content and how long it was. Thank you to patrons and the channel members for channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to date on how much you know, feel free to join the Discord down below. And I will see you next time as Gaius Julius Mento beats down Mother Morgause.